on the Facebooks and the YouTubes, and we are live. Awesome. So just going to wait for a few people to jump on. But before we get into it, because some people are going to be catching the replay as well, I'm doing a Q&A live call today, or a live stream, where I'm going to answer your questions about digital marketing, starting a side hustle, whether you've got your existing online business already, or even if you're looking at starting your own side hustle online. I'm going to answer your questions. So be sure to put in your questions in the comment section. If you're on Instagram, there's a little question bubble there you can tap. And I know we've got lots of people jumping on here. Winter Ward said, hi, Alex. Hey there. Guided Otomba of Jesus says hi. So let me know where you guys are coming in from. And before I get into it, right, like I'm going to be covering so much here about building a digital marketing business, whether you've got your own one, existing one, or you want to get started in one. I would highly recommend for you guys to get my free ebook at alexfordbook.com, as I break down so much about a digital marketing business on there, how it works, why it works the way it does. It'll give you a good understanding. You'll get a couple of free trainings that come with that, and you'll get access to the same $7 course that I took. That literally taught me everything I know about digital marketing. Highly recommend to get it, because a lot of the questions you guys are going to have are going to be in this free ebook. And then any other questions you have, you can come on these lives every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time, equivalent to Sydney time, 10 a.m. on Thursdays. So I am going to get into it. I know people are putting in questions in here. So just put in the question, guys. I know we've got people already all over the place. Let me just quickly check here. So Facebook, YouTube is on. Awesome. Let me know where you guys are coming in from as well. I always love to see where people are tuning in. Usually we have people all around the world. And I'm just going to quickly scroll through the comments here. And it looks like we are live also on TikTok today. Last week, I had some issues with TikTok where it just kept cutting out. So hopefully this time there shouldn't be any issues. But as you're coming in, yeah, we've got lots of people here from California. Awesome. So that's success with Socorro. We've got even Nigeria. We've got Australia. We've got lots of people. UK. Awesome. It might be pretty late there in the UK. So someone says, do you have to send mass emails? I'll answer that question. This is JLO112. If you could put that in, there's a little question mark with a little chat bubble around it. If you could tap on that and put that question in there, that is an excellent question, because it is part of digital marketing, but I want to explain a little bit more about that, just so you guys can understand why is email part of digital marketing. Many people think it's spam. They think, but it's not. And I'll explain how that works. I just got to quickly do this, a mirror flip thing here on, there we go. Awesome. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so we're everywhere. So we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, and Seattle. We've got people from Seattle, Trinidad and Tobago. Awesome. All around the world. Cool. Lots of people from where I'm originally from. So I'm in Australia, but a lot of people don't know this. I'm actually originally from El Salvador, which is a Central American country. So got Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador. And yeah, so originally from that side of the world, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, look, we've got lots of questions coming in. This is amazing. And I'm gonna, you know what I'll do? I'll quickly share within a snippet of my story, because some people might not know who the heck I am. And I do love sharing. Tim writes music on TikTok, says, do you speak Espanol? Yes, yo hablo un poco de español. Well, yeah, I do. So I grew up speaking Spanish with my parents as a kid as well, though I don't really speak it much now. But someone's like, Winter Ward, what made you move to Australia? So I moved to Australia with my parents when I was little, more because in the country I was in, there was a civil war at the time, which it stopped a long time ago. So, they had a choice. They wanted to either go to Canada, which was interesting. I only found that out recently, or to Australia. But they moved to Australia because there was already family here. So, let me get into it. So, someone's like, que bueno, mi ex marido. Okay, yeah. So your ex-husband is from El Salvador. That's interesting. There you go. Cool. So guys, I know Carolina say let's get started. Yes, let's get started. Enough of this talking. So, look, just to share a little bit about my story, guys. If you guys are wondering, well, who the heck is Alex and how can I help you, guys? I've been in the online business industry coming up to 12 years in August. It's crazy because 2 years ago I was saying, it's been a decade and now it's already been almost 12 years. Which wow. But the online business industry has totally changed my life, and the landscape of just digital marketing, online business has changed so much over the last 12 years, especially after COVID. A lot of people. So Leona says, "Are you going live on TikTok as well?" Yes, I am, and it's working today, Leonie. So anyway, guys, any questions, guys, as well? Put them in the little question bubble in Instagram or in the comments on TikTok. But let me continue with the story. So, the landscape of online business has changed a lot, especially after the pandemic. So many people, they got the experience of what it's like working from home. And, after that, so many people have been wanting to know, well, they've worked from home because they were forced to, right? Because of what happened. But now they understand, wow, this is actually a thing. You can do this around your family, around your kids. That didn't exist 12 years ago. People didn't even there was a lot more skepticism about, well, you can actually work from home, make an income online. Now it's understood a lot more. But, going back to almost 12 years ago when I got into the online business industry, the reason I got into it was kind of by accident. Right? I found it by accident because at the time, I was working I was an underpaid office worker. I was just frustrated with that job. It wasn't fulfilling what I was doing. And I was just doing it for the money. It wasn't a career or anything. And the reason, I only worked really to be able to pay for living expenses and pay for debt because I had $50,000 worth of debt. I had a new car I'd bought. I had multiple credit cards, personal loans. I just had some bad, habits with money that, I've had to unlearn as well over the years. But I was in $50,000 debt. And I even lived with my parents at the time, and I just never felt like I'd ever be able to get out of there because I just felt so stuck in life and I just didn't feel there was any other options. And I remember one Monday morning, I was just got to work, sitting at my desk. I was the first one there, and I was just so frustrated because, it just felt like Groundhog Day again. It's like, oh, here we go. He goes the whole, doing the whole weekly thing again. Every day is the same, and I was just so frustrated. And I just put it out there, to God, the universe, whatever you want to call him. And I just said, please help me get out of this. I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life until I'm 70. And within 2 weeks, I actually ended up attracting an online business. And I didn't even know you can make an income online, right? Gone on YouTube didn't even exist then, I don't think. But I'd go on, platforms, Facebook, MySpace at the time. And I just didn't know that, there was businesses that could make an income online. So I attracted this business, and it was actually like a network marketing business, which is more, I wouldn't recommend that today, but it was more where there's different types of network marketing. There's, where you sell to friends and family, like you're selling a business opportunity to friends and family. You have to get them to this meeting, and then they, give a pitch for the business opportunity. And then there was more online based, where you put really spammy ads on the internet that would say work from home, make, full-time income in part-time hours, or it was, yes. So Tim says, so MLM, it was super MLM. The only difference wasn't selling to friends and family. And get this, guys, this is what blows people's minds when I share this with them. I spent about $35,000 US to buy into that business. And it ended up being a lot more because I went to some conferences and it cost a lot of money to go there. So it's $35,000 to get into a MLM, network marketing business. So hey, TL, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. You're asking about digital marketing. If you could add that in the little question bubble, tap there and copy that question, because the comments go so quick, I'll miss it. So anyway, I spent so much into that business. I would not recommend anything like that because that wasn't a good experience. Maybe I'll talk about it later, but I saw so many people lose so much money, their life savings, because it was a very schemy type of business. But I still did it. It was what introduced me to the industry, and I still made money. I had my first $10,000, $20,000 months there. But what happened was about 4 years into that business, I was just sick of it and tired of of the way they did things. Like literally, I had to be on the phone for hours a day speaking to mostly uninterested prospects. You know, a lot of rejection, a lot of people that would abuse you even on the phone. But this is what you had to do. And they didn't even have like good digital marketing training. It was very schemy marketing, you know, putting ads on Craigslist, putting ads on Facebook groups, getting kicked out of Craigslist or Facebook groups. I even did bandit signs. I think I got a photo here that I showed a while ago. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna find it because I found this recently. So I would put like signs on every freeway entry and exit, like literally littering the streets to get people to call me to, you know, start a business opportunity, which I don't sell business opportunities anymore. I will share more about it in a sec. And even the funniest thing, let me show this to you guys. I have to bring up my screen here on Facebook as well. There's a way I can share it. Give me a sec, guys. This is just hilarious. This is what I actually did. So when I did the bandit signs, like putting signs on freeway entries and exits, I actually did that with my wife when she was 9 months pregnant, driving around, putting these streets on the signs, signs on the streets, and like looking behind my back to just make sure there wasn't cops around or whatever. It was ridiculous. And I know someone asked about digital marketing and how to start. If you can put that in the little question bubble, I'll be able to access that question easily in a second, which we're about to get started with the questions. So we got lots coming. There's already like 16, so wow. So check this out, right? So I've even bought, I don't know how much it was, maybe like 3,000, might have been even more, maybe even like 10,000 flyers to like put on on car window screens. And let me read it out to you, right? This was ridiculous. This is what I did. It said, and by the way, I did not make one sale from putting these on car window screens in shopping centers like mall, shopping center car parks, mall car parks. And it said, you know, are you looking for freedom? Learn the secrets of the financially independent. No stress, no boss, more time, more fun, right? So what are you waiting for? And the website there to go, like literally. And all it was on selling this business opportunity where people would buy overpriced products so they could sell the products. And it wasn't even about purchasing products, right? It was about buying into this business opportunity so that then people could go and recruit more people for that business opportunity. So I wonder if anyone's ever done any of that. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you've had experience with that. But, you know, it got to a point where I just wasn't enjoying that anymore because it was just, you know, about 4.5 years into the business, I didn't even feel confident in marketing because I hadn't really learned any skills. And that's when I decided, okay, let me look at the industry. Let me see what other people are teaching. Let me learn from the industry, like leaders in the industry about marketing. So I started investing in courses, in coaching, and I was like, oh my God, like digital marketing is totally different. Digital marketing it's actual marketing. It's not about a schemy type of business. It's about learning real skills so that you know exactly how to, you know, promote products online, whether they're yours or other people's. Learning skills on how to actually do digital marketing to attract customers that want to purchase valuable products and ultimately so you can make an income. But here's the coolest thing. It's like when you learn these skills of digital marketing, you'll never worry about having to making money ever again. You'll never worry about money because you have the skills. It's like, you know, I liken it to if you went to university to study to be a doctor, you're going to get skills to be a doctor and you're always going to be able to be a doctor and make an income as a doctor because you got those skills. Whereas with all these schemy things, you know, they might teach you all these schemy tactics, but then if you decide to change products or if you decide to change, you know, the company shuts down as an example, well, you got to start again and you've never really learned any skills at all whatsoever, right? And then you got to go learn another schemy type of marketing tactic. So, you know, whenever you're looking at some sort of, whether it's type of business, course, you know, business opportunity, you want to make sure that you're going to learn actual skills. And sure, in the beginning, there's simple ways you can set yourself up, which we'll talk more about today. Set yourself up to start making an income online. By the way, guys, if you're getting value, let me know in the comments and be sure to follow as well because I do these trainings every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you hit, you know, follow on the accounts. You know, learning digital marketing skills is key. And if there's simple ways that you can, quick, like I know, that all the time, almost every week, seeing people within, 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, they're making an income, start making an income online with simple strategies. It's absolutely possible, right? It is. But in the medium to long term, you want to make sure you're getting the right education where you're developing skills, because once you have them, you'll be able to promote any product ever online if you wanted to. You'll know exactly how to market, how to get customers, and you'll be able to make an income for the rest of your life, which is what I've learned since, right? Ever since I decided, okay, that other company I was with, I was like, no, I'm actually going to really learn digital marketing here. And from then on, man, like, it just worked, right? I was able to make an income. I knew what I was doing. I knew how to make marketing work, because you have that skill. And today, like, I still make an income using digital marketing, and I train other people to do it. I actually had someone here who mentioned, and I'm not sure who that is. That must be someone in the Facebook group, because it just said on the platform I've got here, it just says Facebook user. So what I'm going to do is, in the Facebook group, I'm going to put a comment. If someone, whoever that was, if you can click the link there, it'll give permission so that I can see your name. It's Chris on a mission. Awesome, Chris. There we go. I posted that there. So Chris said he was recruited, into the same, there we go. So he was recruited into the same business that actually I was in previously. And then he read my article about, being transparent and balanced, like about that business as well. So you're welcome, Chris. So yeah, so there's other people that, have had that experience with network marketing. So, I've had people here. Okay, Boys Holler, you're asking a question about followers. If you could put that in the little question bubble, that is an excellent question, and I'll answer that. It's the comments and stuff go so fast. So if you could put it in the question bubble, there's a little question with a little bubble around it. Leona says, I did flyers and handouts a long time ago. There you go. Yeah. So it's not fun, right? So for me, I ended up moving into digital marketing, which I'll just say quickly what it is, because I've been talking about it, and some people might be like, well, what is that? But digital marketing, and more specifically affiliate marketing, is just promoting other people's products or other companies' products online. And when a sale is made through your own efforts, you make a percentage of that sale. So you're not selling a business opportunity. You're not trying to recruit people. You're not trying to trick people into some MLM thing. It's you're promoting valuable products, and we'll talk more about that later as well. But then there's there's what type of products can you promote, like in terms of like how much income you can make, because you can make $3 per sale, $5 per sale, and you're never really going to make the income that you want. Whereas you could be promoting products where you can make $1,000 per sale, $3,000 per sale or more. And they're going to be products that people purchase because they truly want the value of those products, right? Not because you're tricking them to join a business opportunity. So that's digital marketing in a nutshell. I'm going to get into answering questions, but seeing as I just covered it, if you want to know more about digital marketing, I would recommend go to alexfordbook.com, or you can tap the link in my bio on any of my profiles. That book, it's a free book. You're going to learn about digital marketing, how it works, what type of products to promote. Totally free, alexfordbook.com. And you'll learn how you can get access to the same $7 course that I took that taught me everything I know about digital marketing, right? So it's a great starting point for beginners. And literally, like, every week I have so many people joining and giving me feedback because they just love everything that they're learning and setting up their own digital marketing businesses. So let's get into question, guys. That's enough, right? I've shared a bit about my story there. And by the way, I didn't actually tie up that story. So now life is amazing. Literally, I get to work from home. My kids, I just said goodbye to my kids. My kids just went to school. So I don't leave to go to work. They leave to go to school, and I don't come home at 7 p.m. after they've come home from school. They come home to school to me. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I've got my office here, and over there is like the door to the garage. So every afternoon at like about 3:30 p.m., the kids just come in the door and they just come in running to here to give me a big hug. And I love it. We just make so much fun of it, like literally every day. We've been able to travel the world together. It's amazing. And, sometimes I don't even just take days off work and not do anything, and I still make an income, which is amazing because with digital marketing, you can create passive income where you do the work once and it continues to generate an income. So Black Ivy says, can you spell the name of the book? Black Ivy, that link is in my bio or my profile on Instagram or TikTok. It's alexfordbook.com. It's just my name, alexfordwithbook.com. Go check it out. It's absolutely free. And once you've read it, guys, it'll answer most of your questions about digital marketing. And if you have any other questions after, we've got a few options. You've got the $7 course, which I highly recommend, like best $7 I've, in fact, those $7 on that course were much better than the $35,000 I spent when I first joined that other business 12 years ago. So go check it out. Otherwise, you can jump on these calls every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, to ask any questions. Like literally, I'm going to answer every question today, even if we're here for 2 hours. I had to jump off earlier last time because I hadn't eaten before the call and I was feeling lightheaded. But we'll get through all these questions. I know someone's asking about Shopify GA4. If you can put that in the question bubble and I'll answer that. On TikTok, we've got Mittens who says, what are your thoughts on the saturation? Okay, this is a great question. Let's start with this one. So Mittens on TikTok says, what are your thoughts on the saturation of the current affiliate marketing industry? So again, affiliate marketing is just promoting other companies' products online in exchange for commissions. Amazon has an affiliate program, Nike has an affiliate program, so many companies have an affiliate program. Now, I don't recommend them all. Amazon's a great, I'll just answer this quickly, is a great platform if you want to make an extra $200 to $300 per month, because the costs of the commissions are very small. Like if you're selling books, you're going to make $1.35 on average. Whereas I recommend high ticket affiliate marketing, which is high valuable products, usually digital products. Maybe we'll talk more about that later. Because with digital products, they're instant delivery. People get them right away. There's no shipping. And you can make, $1,000 commissions, $2,000 commissions. And as long as you're promoting products that are actually high value, that some products are just inflated for the sake of, inflating those products. But if they're great products, they add value. If they're digital products, education products, right? It's good education, it's a good system, it's a good coaching, good support, that sort of thing, then you can be making $1,000 commissions. So again, I explain that a lot more in my book, alexfordbook.com. But to answer this question, so the question is, what are your thoughts on the saturation of the current affiliate marketing industry? And this question is, I get it a lot, right? And the question is basically, affiliate marketing, there's a lot of people that promote lots of different products online, right? It's a big industry, though not everyone in the world has heard about it. And I just want to preface this with saying, when people ask this question, a lot of the times it's because, they go on TikTok, they go on Instagram, Facebook, and as soon as they see one video about affiliate marketing, right? This is the way the platforms work. As soon as you finish one video, then the platforms go, oh, this person likes videos around affiliate marketing. So then the platforms are going to start serving even more videos in front of you, like every single day, and you're going to be inundated in videos about affiliate marketing, just anything along that industry, and it's going to feel like it's saturated, but it only feels saturated because of the way the algorithm works. But it's actually, it's not saturated at all. Here's the thing. Affiliate marketing has been an industry that has existed literally since ancient times, okay? And more officially as a term, affiliate marketing since 1989, which I can actually show you guys that as I share about this. But, in ancient times, right, like going back, say 2,000, 3,000, even 5,000 years ago, let's talk about, Egypt, right? Let's say that if you lived in Egypt and your dad was a merchant, right? So what he would do is he would go in his little, horse and carriage, and he would go to other countries and he would, find other products like silk, maybe pottery, jewelry, and then he would bring it back to Egypt. And let's say that he had friends in Egypt. Friends could go and say, let's say your dad's name was John, right? Though that wouldn't make sense in Egypt. But let's say your friends would go to your dad, John, and be like, hey, this is really good silk. This is really good pottery. Let's make a deal. If I bring you customers to buy this stuff, can you give me a percentage of what they buy? Well, guess what that is? Affiliate marketing. Another term could be called referral marketing. So that has been happening as an industry since as long as business has existed. So, the fact that it's been since then all the way today, how can it be oversaturated? It is a legitimate business model. Taryn's saying preach. Yes, it sounds like I'm preaching here, right? And then as an actual industry, or the term affiliate marketing, that has existed since 1989, which I was actually going to bring it up here, right? So let me type into Google, when did affiliate marketing start? Okay. And on Google, you'll be able to see, let me share the screen here on Facebook and YouTube and stuff. So I don't know if you can see it there on Google. There we go. 1989, right? So a guy actually submitted a patent for it. It's not patent, of course, anymore. And what he did is he had a company called PC Flowers and Gifts. And that's when he started affiliate marketing, 1989. All right. So it's been an industry that's been around, basically since the birth of the internet, and it's still around today, right? So affiliate marketing is not oversaturated. Here's the thing. If you learn, like I said in the beginning, actual digital marketing skills, how do you find an audience? Like, how do you attract people? How do you position products in front of them so that they want to buy them? They're going to buy them, right? It's as simple as that. And in fact, sometimes people think, oh, let me create a product that no one's ever bought, right? Because if no one's ever bought this product, then people are going to buy it. That's just the wrong way of thinking. It's like, if you want to start a business, you want to start a business and put out a product out there that people are already buying, that there's already competition, right? Because if there's competition, there's people buying, and they're going to buy your products as well. So when you do affiliate marketing, it's the same thing, right? Even the fact that there's competition is a healthy thing, because people are looking to buy. And then all you have to do is you learn some simple marketing strategies to be able to get those products in front of people online, and you can have people buying from you, right? So affiliate marketing is not saturated or oversaturated, or it will never be oversaturated. And let me give you some insight, okay? I'm gonna be very direct here. The people that do digital marketing and end up saying it's oversaturated, that is just an excuse for their lack of skill set, right? Because a lot of people will get into affiliate marketing, digital marketing, and they're gonna start spamming the internet, spamming their links in Facebook groups, in, I don't know, Reddit, on, Craigslist, like doing it in a really spammy way. And no one's going to buy because they're being too spammy, right? And no one wants to be sold to. People love to buy, but they don't want to be sold to. So if someone's like doing it in a very spammy way, people aren't going to buy. They're not going to make sales, and then they're going to go, oh, the industry, affiliate marketing is oversaturated. But it's just they never develop skills. And as long as you learn how to do digital marketing, you'll always be able to generate buyers. So I hope that answers your question there for you. Who was that for? I think it was for Mittens. So yeah, let me know if that adds value. So some Juan Pablo says 1989, affiliate marketing as a term has been around, but it's been around really since ancient times as a business model of just referring people, right? So Taryn's like, you're a great speaker. Appreciate that, Taryn. So let's get into more questions, and I have tons of questions here. So let's get through these one at a time. I'm just going to take a sip of water here. All right. So question, I'm going to answer. This is a great question. Let me bring that up. And two people like this. So what's the cheapest way to get started in digital marketing? Mitten says it is saturated though. Okay, you can think that, but you know what? I make money and I don't believe it's saturated. And you know what? The fact that I believe it's not saturated, I continue to make money and my income continues to grow. And that's just it. So EPR, if you can put that question in there's a little question bubble with a chat bubble around it, and then I'll get to that question. Otherwise, all the questions in the chat are just gonna, they just go really fast. So Adrian Hendricks on Fitness says, what's the cheapest way to get started with digital marketing? So really, the cheapest way is free. It's free if you want to do digital marketing or promoting other people's products online, right? Through affiliate marketing. You can sign up for any affiliate marketing program or most affiliate marketing programs for free. Amazon has an affiliate program. You can just type Amazon affiliate program into Google. Nike has an affiliate program. You can type in Nike affiliate program into Google. So technically you can start for free. You can sign up for those programs. You can get the links and start promoting them online. It's free, right? The difference is there's two things that are going to help to stack the deck in your favor in terms of creating success, right? And number one, usually it's education, right? Because just signing up for an affiliate program and promoting their links, that might come across as spammy, right? Which I mentioned already, a lot of people do. But learning, okay, so how do I market this in a way that's going to add value to people, that's going to build relationships with people, where people are going to get to trust me and then ultimately want to buy from me? That is a different thing, and that comes with education. Now, in terms of education, sure, you can get it for free as well, right? Again, I mentioned already, if you want to get some and start learning digital marketing, I've got my free ebook. That's free, right? You can go get it at alexfordbook.com. That's a good starting point. And there's a couple of free training videos that come with that. And then I do also mention the same $7 course that I took that taught me everything, step by step about digital marketing, right? So that's optional. It comes with the book. I highly recommend it because it'll actually walk you step by step on how to do it. But again, it could be free. It could be $7. I've purchased courses that cost as much as $2,500 that really went in depth and step by step. And I still learn from that courses. And that's really helped me figure out so much more about affiliate marketing and digital marketing. So again, free, could be as much as $7, could be, more higher ticket education that you can purchase. So that's the education side of things. Then there's the tools aspect, right? And a lot of people are like, well, what sort of money do I need to spend on tools? And again, it could be free because there's absolutely free tools. So you don't have to spend anything on tools. And there's paid tools. I use the paid tools because they're more industry standard, and I pay $120 per month for those paid tools. But again, there's free ones that basically do the same thing, right? So, and then of course you just got to have the education to learn how to use the tools as well, because that's the other aspect. And then the other one is people ask, well, what about marketing? What about advertising? And again, there's free marketing and there's paid marketing. I do not recommend paid marketing for beginners because if you do things like, let's say, Facebook ads, Google ads, in the beginning, it becomes very expensive. You could spend thousands of dollars on paid advertising, but the thousands of dollars is not to make money. You're spending money for you to learn, to figure things out, to figure out marketing. So it's not a good thing for beginners in the beginning. So free marketing is just as powerful, especially for beginners, and you don't have to spend any money, right? And you can start learning without spending money. And one day in the future, when you've learned marketing, if you wanted to do paid marketing, you could. But even then, I don't do paid marketing anymore. I've got other friends making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month doing digital marketing, and they're not even interested in doing doing paid marketing. So, again, it could be as cheap as, doing digital marketing could be as cheap as free. It could be $7, could be $2,500, but then you've got free tools and free marketing, right? So hope that answers your question there, Adrian. Let's go on to the next question. So Mittens asks, do you think the advent of GPT, so like ChatGPT, changes things? Absolutely. So ChatGPT is one of those AI platforms that will write things for you. And here's the thing, with things like AI and ChatGPT, ChatGPT is not going to change things in terms of it's not going to take business away from people. It's going to make things easier. ChatGPT is a great platform, but here's the thing, you still have to have some skills to use ChatGPT. So for example, I've learned over the years about copywriting, which is just learning how to write words that sell and that influence and that. And I use ChatGPT, right, to help me write emails and come up with ideas. But if I didn't understand marketing, if I didn't understand how to write, copy like words, ChatGPT would write things for me. And sometimes it's written things for me and it's been ridiculous. And I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. And then I've done, asked it other things, and then I've had to edit it myself until it was good, right? So ChatGPT and AI is going to help support your business to grow it, but it's not going to replace human interaction, like in terms of building a business, right? And some people, they go, oh, what's some, AI things to drive traffic, to do marketing? But that's almost like an excuse for the lack of skill sets, where instead of them focusing on education and developing skill sets, they want to find AI tools because they think that's going to do it all for them. But AI tools is only going to support what you already know. Right, so I hope that answers that question there. Let's continue some more questions here on Instagram because we have so many. So JLo just said, can ChatGPT be helpful? So I just answered that. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to delete that one because I've already answered that one. hang on, there we go. All right, so the next one is, so this is a good one because someone's asking, so I'm just gonna put this one here. So it said, can we talk about the $2,500 blueprint upsell for the $7 course? Excellent question. So as you guys know, that if that I've got the free ebook at alexfordbook.com. It's a free ebook, free education on their free trainings. But when you get that, you also learn how to get access to the same $7 course that I took that taught me literally best $7 I've ever spent. It taught me digital marketing. It was like a game changer for me. But a lot of people ask, and I'm answering this question because EPR is asking it as well. So this isn't selling, this is just answering the question. But he's like, what about the $2,500 blueprint upsell? So when someone purchases that $7 course, absolutely, there are additional programs and products that company offers. So the $7 course, it teaches you the fundamentals of digital marketing. The step-by-step training on there. It teaches you exactly what products to promote, what are the most profitable, how affiliate marketing works. It even teaches you how to import and set up literally a 2-page website. You don't have to do any coding or anything. It gives you the templates. It's just literally drag and drop. There's a lot of education on there. But when people go through that training, right, there is additional products as well, starting at $2,500 called the Blueprint package, right? And that's education that really goes a lot more deeper, right? So I liken it to the $7 course is like getting a diploma in digital marketing, let's say a college university, and the Blueprints is like getting a master's degree in digital marketing. They're both great. The $7 courses, you can still learn to make money with it, but you're going to get a lot more education with the Blueprints. And, if you follow that education step by step, you're going to stack the deck in your favor in terms of creating success. Now, I purchased those products myself and it was an amazing decision. It made sense for me. I still go through that, every now and then to just constantly refine my skills, and it's always updated. There's daily coaching, daily support that comes with it, but it might not make sense for other people. All right. So I hope that answers your question there, EPR. And I would recommend reach out to your advisor, ask them questions about that if you want. That's what they're there for, to be able to help with any questions. So let's go on to the next one. I'm just going to scroll down because there's a lot of questions at the end here that would be answered. So let's do this one. And the question is what do I need to start a business. I've been looking forward to doing that, but need advice and assistance. So I guess the question there is, what do I need to start an online business? I've been looking forward to doing that. So again, I've covered a lot of this already, but what I recommend, by the way, if you guys are jumping on here and you haven't hit follow, hit follow on the account, because I do these live questions and coaching every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be notified when I go live. You just hit the little follow button. But what I recommend, again, I've kind of covered this a few times, but I'll make it brief, is digital marketing. So promoting other companies' products online in exchange for commissions. I've got another good question coming here, which I'll answer there for you, Middens. And that's an excellent question. So digital marketing, promoting other people's products online in exchange for commissions, because you don't have to create your own products. You don't have to do the customer service. Literally, you're able to find products and start promoting them right away. And I know people within 2 weeks to 4 weeks, they're making an income online because they're taking action, because they're only doing one thing, right? Doing the marketing side of things. And Lasville says, get the F out. Lasville, if you don't like this, unfollow me, block me. You'll never get any of my content ever again. And I'll be happy with that, because if you're happy, I'm happy. All right. But please, if you're going to be a hater and a troll, we don't want that here. This is for answering questions for people that actually want to be helped. And it's like, how do I get to you? No, you don't get to me, Las Villas, because you're being rude here. It seems like you're being rude when you said get the F out. So my bad if I misunderstood, but if anyone doesn't like my content here, you get the F out and block me, and you'll never get any of my content again. All right. So let's continue. So I'd recommend, back to the question about how do you start an online business, get my free ebook, alexfordbook.com. I actually break it down all there. I already mentioned it a lot, so I'm not going to go, keep answering that question. Juan Pablo said, no way I'm blocking your content. No, also Juan Pablo, that's what I'm here for the people that actually want to get value from this. Right. So next question. So Mittens is asking a lot of questions here. So I mentioned that $7 course, right? I'm not here to sell it. I could be talking about what's in there in detail. And, if you guys don't want to get that course, don't get it, right? But He goes, you know for a fact that the $7 course is bait. And what does SMH stand for? I'm shaking my head. So a lot of people say this. Let me answer this question. So that $7 course is just bait. Do you know what? Heck yes, it is. It is just bait. Do you know what else is bait? Let me share with you about digital marketing here, guys. Like I don't like to sugarcoat things. I don't like to like gate information or anything like that. I am straight out, direct and honest here. See this ebook here? This is bait, right? I got into digital marketing through something similar. You know what? It's called ethical bait. Because with marketing, let me give you how digital marketing works. Whether you want to promote other people's products online, whether you want to promote your own products online, whether it's coaching, whether it's courses, whatever you want to promote. It's like have you guys ever been to like a hardware store? So for example, what is it called, the hardware stores in the US? I'm trying to remember here. I know, how did I forget them? It's something home. When you go to buy hardware stuff at a hardware store, right? I think in Australia it's called Bunnings. I forgot what it was called in the US. But anyway, so when you go there, sometimes they have free courses, right? Like let's say, a free course on how to build a cubby house, as an example for your kids, a free course on how to do paving. So Taryn says Ace Hardware. Okay, so that could be one. Awesome. So you get free courses, right? That they do. Yeah, that's it. Home Depot and Lowe's. How did I forget? I knew that. Thanks for that, Taryn. And there we go. EPR said it as well. So guys, who's ever seen that? Let me know in the comments. You go to a hardware store and they have free courses, right? And then what happens is, if you haven't been to one of those, when you go to this free course, let's say how to learn how to make a cubby house for your kids, right? You go there, guess what? That is bait, right? It's ethical bait. They're giving something for free. So you go there, you actually learn how to make a cubby house or whatever it is, right? And then at the end they go, okay, great. Maybe they'll give you a pamphlet or a book on every, like a list of all the products you're gonna need. And then what happens? Now you know how to make a cubby house. So you go, okay, you go buy the product so that you can make a cubby house for your kids, right? Was that bait? Absolutely. It was giving away something for free, something that added value. And then of course the company, had things to sell, which they didn't force it on you. They just get, here's the products that you can purchase to go make the cubby house. And then you'll purchase those products out of your own accord. And that is exactly the same with digital marketing. Right? It's not that we are, and you even get a discount. Exactly right. Juan Pablo said there, right? So is when it comes to digital marketing, there is also, and it's actually called, if you look at digital marketing books, like, there's one called .com Secrets, which is one of the biggest books that teaches that. You've got my book as well, right? But, like with digital marketing, you can give away like a free ebook. You could give away a free video. You can give away a free report. There's lots of free, like if you look on any blog, website, YouTube, like most people give something away for free and there is value in it. Like my free ebook, alexfordbook.com, there's free education. There's 2 training videos that come with it as well. It's absolutely free. And yes, it is bait, right? It's ethical bait. I'm giving, and do you know what? This literally took me like 2 weeks and I probably spent 200 hours working on this, writing it, working with a designer to get all this made as well. It was a lot of effort and a lot of work so that I could give this to people that want to learn digital marketing. Now, when people get that, right, if they just want the free stuff, they can get the free stuff. If they just want to come on my, free live trainings every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, people can get that, right? If you just want free stuff, just take all my free stuff. It's all good. But then there is a $7 course that I recommend, right, that teaches digital marketing, like the fundamentals of digital marketing. It's literally like, I mentioned I've been in the industry 12 years in the beginning, and in the first 7 years into digital marketing, it wasn't even digital marketing, it was network marketing, right? I purchased a $7 course and I learned more from that $7 course than from a $35,000, package in some other business that I bought 12 years ago. So absolutely, right? It's a $7 course. Now, when a company sells something for low cost. By the way, let me know if you guys are getting value and if this is making sense. And hit follow if you're not following as well, because I do this every Wednesday. But what happens is, whether you're promoting another person's products, like another company's products, or let's say you want to sell your own products, it is very important to be able to sell something up front that is low cost. Okay, and I talk about this in my book as well, in my free ebook. It's low cost. Could be $7, could be $10, right? it's not going to be much, because what happens is when people purchase that, they'll get some good education, they'll get some value and understanding about whatever it is that you do, right? In this case, it's digital marketing. And it's a low entry point to be able to learn about your business, about the community, about whatever it is that you do. And then after, you can promote more high ticket products, right? Maybe $2,000, $3,000 or more. And because people have already come in through the ethical bait, right, of a $7 course, which is totally ethical, then they're going to be like, oh, wow. Okay. Like some people will be like, oh, I don't like this. This is not for me, whatever. They might be able to get their money back, which many companies do, right? The $7 course does it as well, that I recommend. If you don't like it, you get your $7. But for some people, they're going to be like, wow, this is great education. And they are going to go on to purchase more high ticket products like $2,000, $3,000 or more, right? So absolutely. Hey, Rodney, good to see you jumping on here, brother, on TikTok. So let me give you some more insight into this. So when I got started with that kind of network marketing business back 12 years ago almost, here's what happened. That company didn't have a low ticket product, like a $7 course, a $10 course. And we were promoting directly and upfront, I think it was like $2,300 products or $6,300. People could, purchase a product upfront. But you know what? That was so challenging, I'm telling you, because sure, there's let's say a $2,000 or a $6,000 product, but when people haven't had any experience with the company, with the education, literally, on average, it would take people 6 to 9 months to look at what the business was about in the products. They'll go away and they'll come back like 6 to 9 months later to buy the products, right? There was a big delay because people are really uncertain about purchasing, like $2,000, $6,000 products without having an experience of the company. So whether this is the tip, guys. So whether by the way, if you're getting value, I know Veal says, he's loving this. Let me know if you're getting value and hit follow as well, because I do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But here's the secret. Whether you're promoting other companies' products online or whether you're creating your own products, which I don't recommend that for beginners, but this is the strategy. Make sure it's always leading with a low-cost product. It could be like $7 before the high-ticket product, because you're going to have a lot more people joining the $7 product, $10 product, right? And they're going to be getting a lot more value and seeing what it's all about. And when they learn about the high-ticket products, then they're going to be more open and excited to purchase those products because they would have already learned if they like that education or not, right? So that's the secret there about digital marketing. So for those people that are like, oh, $7 product is just a bait, it's just bait, or you're just selling $7 course to trick people. No, I'm not tricking them, but it's legitimate education, right? So that's important to know when you're looking for something that you're going to promote. So let's continue with these questions. We got so many. Let's see, what's the time? Wow, okay, we've almost been on here for an hour. I am going to go a bit quicker with these questions, right? If they deserve me diving deeper, I will. But you guys can always rewatch this replay too. So the next question is from Agent Barry. How should we go? Okay, that's a good one. How should we go about sharing a product on social media? Excellent question. Okay, so there's 3 steps, and I'm going to cover this quickly. There's 3 steps to making digital marketing work. Number 1, you want to find a product. Okay. Once you have a product, and I break all this down in my free ebook at alexfordbook.com. So the link is in the bio as well on any of my profiles. So go check it out. I'm not going to go too deep into this because I just want to answer this question, but you got to find a product and you got to learn what are the most profitable products. I explain that in my free ebook. Step number 2, you generally want to set up a 2-page website. It's very simple. You don't need to do any coding. You just import the template, change the words, the images. It's very simple to do. I explain, it's called a funnel. I explain that in my free ebook. And then step number 3 is you want to drive traffic, right? Which means getting people from online, social media, other platforms, and getting them to that 2-page website so they can go buy the product. So then Agent Barry's question is, how do we go about sharing a product on social media? And there's probably like 2, maybe 3 steps to that if I think about it. So number 1, you've got to attract an audience of people that are going to be interested in that product, right? So for example, for me, I teach digital marketing, right? Side hustles, making an income online. And I've got my free ebook that teaches, digital marketing. I've got the $7 course as well, which dives even deeper. So for me, I want to attract an audience of people that are interested in making an income online, right? If you're in the health and wellness niche, let's say you want to help people lose weight, what you call it, increase their energy, get more fit, then you want to attract an audience that is interested in losing weight, getting fit, getting more energy, that sort of thing, right? So then how do we do that? So once you have your product, once you know what sort of people, are going to be interested in that product, what my recommendation, especially right now, something that works so powerfully is short form video, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. And in the beginning, what you want to do is, a lot of people think, but I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Okay, great. I got a product on health and wellness. I want to attract people that want to lose weight, increase their energy. But what do I talk about now? I don't have the knowledge. So number one, if you're promoting, let's say, a course around that, well, I'd recommend purchase the course and go through it yourself, because I heard an analogy from a friend the other day and I really loved. I've got a cup here, right? If you have an empty cup, right, that cup is never going to overflow, right? Because it's an empty cup. But then if you have an empty cup and you pour water into it, right, and you keep pouring water and pouring water and pouring water and pouring water, eventually that water is going to overflow, right? So what you put in there is what's going to come out. So when you're building a business online, whatever industry niche you're in, let's say health and wellness, you want to make sure that you're filling yourself with information about that industry, because the more you fill yourself with information about that industry, the more your cup is going to overflow with knowledge, and you're going to be able to create short form videos, which are teaching people little tips and tricks here, how to, maybe a 3-step meal plan to lose weight, an X amount of weight in 2 weeks, maybe how to increase your energy, different, recipe ideas, maybe workout ideas, that sort of thing. So you want to constantly be, growing yourself in that knowledge. The other way you could use it is, we talked about AI in the beginning, ChatGPT, right? You can go there, you can ask questions, and you'll be like, hey, give me some topic ideas on health and wellness. Give me some topic ideas on how to lose weight. That'll give you some ideas, and then you can research it and come up with content, right? The other third one that I would recommend in the beginning is, this is a shortcut, right? Literally one of the best shortcuts. It is duplicate what is already going viral. Duplicate what is already going viral. So have you guys noticed that on Instagram, so Instagram, TikTok, all that, a lot of people do the same type of content, like they duplicate themselves or what other people are doing, and then they might make it a little bit different, maybe a little bit quirkier, maybe a little bit in your own personality, but people, they're just duplicating other people's content. It is totally normal to do. There's no copyright thing, as long as you're not downloading the videos and uploading them as your own, which some people do that with my content, and trust me, it's very frustrating. Okay. So you're just duplicating other people's content. So what I recommend is look at what is going viral, what is trending in your niche. Like, so if you're in health and wellness, see what's trending and literally start duplicating that. Because if you duplicate what's already going viral, a few things are going to happen. All right. So how do you find what's viral? That's a great question, Greg. You got to do some research. Like number one, I would recommend maybe follow 3 to 5 accounts, and you got to do some research. Follow 3 to 5 accounts of industry leaders in whatever industry you're in, niche you're in, let's say health and wellness, and look at their account. And their account, you can see how many views you've got. So for example, if you go to my Instagram account, especially my Instagram, because that's my biggest account, then you tap on the little Reels button and you'll be able to see videos at 25,000 views, 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 4,000 views even, right? And you'll be able to see what is the ones that have got the most views. And then when you follow those people, you'll start noticing as you scroll through the newsfeed, you're going to see what has the most likes, comments, right? And then you can start making a collection. Like I would just like those videos or save them. And then you can go back to the videos you've previously liked and start duplicating those videos, right? And then what happens is a few things around that. So number one, you're going to have more chances of going viral because you're duplicating viral content, right? That's number one. Number two, the more viral content you duplicate, the more you are going to learn. You're going to learn why it went viral. You're going to learn what type of content goes viral, especially content for you goes viral, what type doesn't go viral. You're going to learn, like how content is structured, like the beginning. How does it hook people? How does it grab people's attention? Then how does it deliver the value? And then at the end, what do you say? What do people say to get more followers, to send them to a link, to send them to a product? But you learn that by duplicating other people's content, and your account will grow eventually. And then what will happen is, let's say in 3 months worth of doing that, you're going to, oh, wow, okay, I've learned so much just by duplicating other people's content. And as long as you're also educating yourself over time, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to learn how to start creating your own original content because you duplicated other people's first, right? It is a powerful, powerful method of doing it. And look, trust me, there is no copyright thing around it. Like everyone does, especially in the form of short form video. Now, I haven't got this book. If some of you guys are on here and maybe you already do digital marketing and you have uncertainties around duplicating other people's content, because some people do, and I've had that in the beginning as well. It's like the uncertainties might be, but I don't want to duplicate other people's content because it feels unfair, or maybe you just want to be original, right? To be different from other people. Though, if you go all original from the beginning, it's going to be harder to be able to create that viability and gain followers. And I'm going to show you a real example in a sec. Who wants to see a real example of an account that has had 100, 200,000 views in the last month? I'll show you an actual account in a second, all right? But there is a book. I haven't read it myself, and I actually might get it today. Let me find it. Great. Let me bring this up, okay? I actually have seen a video of it. You can find reviews as well on YouTube of books and stuff. But let me find the book here. Great. And I think that's what it is. All right, this is it. All right, so for anyone that wants to, I'm just trying to bring up the book here. All right, here we go. So if you guys ever have uncertainties of like duplicating other people's content, there is a book called Still Like an Artist. I've heard a lot of this on podcasts and stuff. So I haven't read it, but I have learned a little bit about it. And it says Still Like an Artist, right? 10 things nobody told you about being creative. And here's the thing. Basically, the premise of the book is that there is no original ideas, right? There's zero original ideas. Everyone always copies someone else, whether it's in music, right? Like music artists always, they stand on the giants of previous music artists, whether it's in marketing, right? Even painters, people that paint, they get their inspiration from someone else, and often, right? So, stealing like an artist is a legitimate thing, though there's a difference between, using inspiration and outright stealing other people's content. There's a difference there. You don't want to steal people's content, but, in terms of duplicating content, you can absolutely do that, right? So back to summarize the answer to this question, the question was, how should we go about sharing a product on social media? Okay, so you start creating content, right? And you don't even have to show your face either. It could be, there's ways you can not show your face. I've created videos on canva.com with just text, and they've got thousands of views on Instagram, right? So you're just creating content that adds value to people that will attract an audience for you. So you don't even need an audience to start with because it can happen really quickly. And as you add value, as you give value to other people, they're going to get to know you. They're going to get to like you. They're going to trust you. And eventually they're going to click on your links and they're going to go buy products from you. And it can happen really quick, right? So I said, who wants to see an account that has grown, has got thousands, hundreds of thousands of views in a month, like a new account. All right. And let me bring it up. So a little story, right? So my daughter, she's 9 years old. And a few weeks ago, she was like, oh, I want to stick. No, she created her first YouTube short, all right, out of nowhere. It was really cool. And she shows it to my wife and I, and we're like, oh, whoa, she did really well, right? And then what happened is she created, and my wife helped her create an Instagram account, right? My wife manages it as well because my daughter is 9. Kids technically cannot create their accounts, so my wife created it for her. And 1 month ago, she started putting out content on. Let me just close this question here. So she started putting out content on Instagram, and I want to show you something. All right, so this is her account. And if you guys want to go follow her, right, she would love the follow. So her account is, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. It's Instagram.com/Ivanka Ford. Okay, you can just even type Ivanka Ford. There it is. I can see it into Instagram, and you'll be able to follow. You know, she'll come up. But let me just tap here where the actual views are, and I'm gonna bring this up on the Facebooks as well, so others can see. Okay, so that's my daughter's account there. All right, and literally, like, there's not many videos she's posted a month ago, right? How many would that be? Actually, she's posted more than I thought, right? And this was the original one she posted. I'm not sure if the actual audio is going to come through here, but let's give it a shot. Let me see. Nah, the audio's not coming through, but that's totally cool, right? So she did this Wednesday dance to just some song, just been Wednesday, and it's really cool, right? So anyway, and then me and my wife were like, wow, like that was, you know, like she just copied, I think, someone else's or something, and it worked really good. And then my wife started helping her to be able to create content, and literally all they've done is duplicated other viral content. This is what I'm talking about, right? And the cool thing is, like, if you check it out, right, there's a lot of content there. It's all duplicated from other people, right? And then what happens is, okay, cool. So it's all duplicated. And before I share the views, and then the cool thing is, you know, some of this content, like my wife, and she would even show me before they make it. And literally my daughter did it way better than, because my wife also helped her, but she performed the content way better than anyone else that's doing it. You know, there's lots of people that will do the same content. And then what happened, I think it was after 2 weeks. So, you know, in the beginning, right, this one's got 1,100 views. Her first video already, you know, that one's 2,000 views. And sometimes people might be like, well, that's not much views. But if you picture yourself being in a room with 2,000 people, like, you know, type on Google Images, you know, what does it look like speaking to 2,000 people, right? Like, the numbers are huge. So they are big still, right? But, you know, some she got 500, 3,000, right? And then what happened was, where was it? I think it was about 2 weeks in, she got this video, 17,000 views, right? And all she was doing, won't be able to watch it, right? Hear it, but, you know, all she was doing was this funny viral one on, you know, kind of like cooking sort of thing. And she got 17,000 views and a ton of comments. And then the one after that, look, 144,000 views. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think that one there. 144,000 views, and then 11,000 views, and then she got another one. Okay, it's gone even more. 152,000 views. Okay, so for those that are wondering, well, you know, some people ask the question, oh, well, you need a lot of a big following to make an income. You don't, not anymore. Not with you know, short form video. You can literally start posting on an account, duplicating other people's content, and you can reach hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of people, that then those people can click on your links and go purchase any products that you're promoting, right? So, you know, I'd recommend go follow my daughter. She'd love it. And you guys will be able to see her progress as well. But it is super simple. Like, again, you do not have to be original with you know, creating content online, and you can quickly build a following. So I'm going to move on to the next question. I'm going to answer one here on Facebook or that are coming through in YouTube as well. So, okay, so Taryn says, how to rank SEO on TikTok. I say it 3 times in my video. Title, subtitle, and hashtag, same exact words. So Taryn, that's good. So, you know, you want to be using those SEO words. So, you know, to be found on TikTok, it's more turning into SEO where people type in words, kind of like Google, right? You type in a word and then that specific content will be served. TikTok going in that same direction. Kind of YouTube is the same. But that's correct. You know, you want to use those words you want to rank for on your video, in your title, subtitles, your hashtags. The biggest thing there as well, though, is you always got to be improving your content. You're getting better, getting more engaging, learning how to grab people's attention even quicker and faster and better, because there still is a lot of competition with ranking. But as you get better and improve and keep putting out content, eventually one is going to hit. It's going to go into the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, and your account is going to grow. And that's kind of the process there. So that's a simple one to answer there. Moira Jordan says, do you need a website to promote affiliate marketing? Because I wanted to join TripAdvisor affiliate program. Okay, that's I didn't know TripAdvisor had an affiliate program, Moira, but that's cool. There you go. If you want to be in the travel niche, TripAdvisor has an affiliate program as well. And they wanted me to have a website, and I don't have one, so I could not join. Okay, I understand. So sometimes when you join an affiliate program, they're going to ask you, well, what website do you have to promote? What I would recommend is maybe set up a Facebook page for your business, and then make sure that you fill it up. I put a cover photo, right? Put a profile picture, and stop, even if it's posting other people's blog posts and articles and picture quotes or just other people's content on the timeline, and then just put that link as your website. Some affiliate programs will accept that, others won't, but you just got to give it a try. Otherwise, Moira, you can use a website like system.io. You can set up a template website on there. You can just import a website, change some text. It's very simple to do, and just give that link. And System is free as well. All right, so let's move on to that. Taryn has been waiting for your time. Sorry it took so long, Taryn. There's just so many questions coming here. Planet Mula says, what's your favorite protein? Good question. So I don't really take proteins as much. There was, funnily enough, I was purchasing, haven't for a while, but I was purchasing a network marketing company's protein shakes, which I haven't for a while, but I'm not going to mention the name there because I'm not here to promote that company. So let's continue. Some more questions here on Instagram. Man, so many questions. All right. So JLo says, okay, JLo's got a few questions, so I'm going to get through these. So JLo says, do I have to send mass emails? Excellent question. And you know what? Like with that question, I do actually cover that in my free ebook that I mentioned. So I would recommend, go check it out, alexfordbook.com. So sending out emails to people is a part of digital marketing, but there are some nuances here, all right? So for example, when you're promoting a product, you want to make sure that, you're collecting people's email addresses in an ethical way, okay? Some people, this is a bit annoying, and I have this happen every now and then. It's like people will find my email address online, and then they'll just add it to their email list, to their subscribers list, without asking me, without me requesting any information from them, and then they're just going to start sending me emails. That is illegal, okay? Scraping emails online to create your own database and start sending out emails to people without their permission, that is spam, okay? There are spam laws around that. So it's annoying. I always unsubscribe from that stuff. But when you request for people's information, right, purposely and intentionally in a way that adds value to them as well, now you've collected their email addresses in an ethical way, right? So I do explain about that in my free ebook at alexfordbook.com. And when you go there, yes, look, it does request, let me just bring this up on the Facebooks and YouTube. Yes, it does request a name. I just request a first name. I don't like requesting last names because I feel that's more privacy. And you request an email address, okay? Because I'm giving away a free book. Yes, that's the way digital marketing works. Let me explain what happens after that. So once you collect people's information, this is for any products that you want to promote online, right? So you want to give them something, right, in exchange for their email address, because that helps you build your subscriber base, right, your email list. And then what happens is, because when people go to this ebook, you're going to get free education, absolutely. There's also a $7 course that I promote that goes even deeper, helps people set up their own digital marketing businesses, right? Not everyone buys that right away. Some people do. They'll go through my ebook, they'll read it, they'll learn about it, they'll purchase it. Some people won't. So then what an email address allows you to do is, over time, it allows you to send out more information, answer more questions, give them free trainings, give more value. So when you request that, the emails over the next few days, it sends out more information. There's some free trainings, other trainings that I send out. There's an interview where someone interviewed me, like a 9-figure business or entrepreneur. He interviewed me, so I send that out. There's lots of value. So it allows you to build that subscriber base. I have a podcast as well, which if you guys don't know, it's alexfordpodcast.com, right? And there's like, I think 5 or 6 episodes on there now, right? Where I interview other 6 and 7 figure, digital marketers, and then I'll send that to my subscriber list. So, right, a subscribers list is to help follow up with people over time, automated too, right? Because before, 12 years ago, when I did that other business that I talked about at the beginning, I had to be on the phone a lot, following up and following up and following up until people purchase. And trust me, that is a pain being on the phone every single day for hours a day. But by having a process where you collect email addresses and then you send out more information, automated, send out more value, more free trainings, eventually people are going to get to really trust you more. And, some people will purchase right away and some people are going to purchase a week, 2 weeks, a month later from now. I've had people come back 2 years later and purchase something from me because they loved everything that I was sending out, and then they were ready 2 years later. Doesn't often happen like that. Most people are much sooner, but that is the purpose of email marketing. And it is very simple to learn with the right education. I do talk about it in my free ebook at alexfordbook.com. And the $7 course dives even more into that on how to set all that up as well. So I hope that answers your question there, JLo. I know you've got some other questions. So let me answer those for you as well. You've got a lot of questions. Awesome. So JLo says, it seems like everyone wants me to buy a course. Why? I've answered that question. All right. So, I don't really want you to buy a course, JLo. That's your decision. Like, there are so many people that buy stuff from me and there's people that don't buy stuff from me. But you know what? It doesn't matter to me. I personally, and anyone that's selling a course or something, me or other people, right? They're providing valuable education for people to learn, digital marketing, step-by-step stuff, actually know how to do it, which you learn it from the $7 course that I promote as well. But I don't want, I'm not forcing it on people, right? You don't have to purchase anything if you want. There's free education online. There's my free ebook that I mentioned. I do these free trainings every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But then that course is optional for those people that want to dive deeper and really start developing those skills and have a step-by-step plan to be able to make an income online with digital marketing. So I hope that makes sense. Again, if you don't want to purchase it, you don't have to purchase it. But if you do and you want to go deeper, then yeah, there's options, right? It's just like any sort of business. They're going to have options. So then you also asked, what is resale? Do we have to do that to be profitable? I don't know what you mean, JLo, by what is resale. So with digital marketing and affiliate marketing, you're not really buying products and reselling them. That's not the way it works. Like, there's other businesses like drop shipping. You have to buy products, import them from China or wherever, and then you've got to give them to a drop shipping company, and then you've got to sell those. They'll sell them, and you go to the marketing and customer service. But with digital marketing or affiliate marketing, you're just sending people to other people's products. Like, you don't have to stock anything, and then they pay you for any sales that are made through your own efforts. All right, so I didn't fully understand that question, but I hope that kind of helps, and I hope that's the answer's in the ballpark of what you were looking for. And then we've got Sat Gamboa, want to learn. Awesome. I know that's not really a question, but I hope this is helping. Again, if you want to learn more about digital marketing, get my free ebook there, Sat Gamboa, alexfordbook.com. And then, once you've gone through that ebook, you've got options. You've got the $7 course that dives deeper. The one I took totally changed my life, best $7 I've ever spent. And also, you could also get on these live coaching calls every Wednesday Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time. And you can work out the time zone online if you're in a different country. So, and then Harsh Truth X says, when do you come online? So every Wednesday. So again, for anyone that's jumping on, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live answering questions, giving free coaching. I've given tons here. I probably answered more questions than ever. And that's equivalent to Thursdays on Sydney time at 10 a.m. Let's keep going with questions. I know we've got more questions that are actual marketing related. So let me just find them. Okay, so this is another good question. Do I have to make a website and an LLC? Great question. So when you're doing digital marketing, you don't really have to have a website because, companies that, you promote their products, they have an affiliate program. They'll give you links that you can promote. And on some platforms, it can work. So for example, on Pinterest, you can promote those products, even on Facebook to a degree. But here's the thing. when you're sending people to an affiliate link, you don't know who's visited those links. You don't know who's clicked on them. You don't know who's considered buying, right? And then you cannot follow up with those people over time to be able to, give them more information to buy. So Yasmin says, thank you, Alex. Great info. I'm glad you're getting value from that, Yasmin. Let me know if you guys are getting value, or just type value in the comments below. Right? But when you're promoting other people's products, I do recommend a website, a 2-page website. And in fact, in last week's live, I drew it out on what it looks like. So if you want to go catch that live, it's on any platform except TikTok. You have to go to YouTube. The replays are there in the lives tab. And I drew it out, but there's too many questions. I can't get into drawing things out. But a 2-page website is a website you import, no coding, no programming, nothing like that. And it's very simple to do. But then what happens is before people go to see a product, you collect their email address. So then you know who's looking at those products. But then if they don't buy, you can send out more information via email, to help them make a decision to buy or not, right? Some people don't buy, and that's totally fine. So yeah, you don't have to have a website, but I do recommend that 2-page website. Again, in my free ebook, I actually outline what that 2-page website is. Also, the other question is, do you have to have an LLC? So an LLC, for anyone that's around, anywhere else in the world, is basically setting up a company structure. So in the US, it's called an LLC. There's also S Corps. In Australia, there's proprietary limited, PTY LTDs. So yeah, it's lots of places. But that's a company structure. Now, I am not an accountant. I cannot give legal advice, especially because there's lots of people here around the world. I'm going to give you general information, but what I would always recommend is seek an accountant to get advice for you specifically. All right. So this is not legal, financial advice. But when someone starts a digital marketing business, so for example, as an example, when someone gets my free ebook, you've got, the free training, and there's a $7 course that comes with it. And you get support from me and mentorship as well if you get the $7 course, which walks you step by step on how to do digital marketing. But people that purchase that course often ask me, do I need to set up a company, right? And taxes and all that. So what I recommend is, in the beginning, don't worry about it, okay? Because some people get too caught up with, I have to set up a company and I got to get a business name, and then I got to do all these, technical things before they start a business, but they haven't made any income yet. So what I recommend in the beginning is, just start doing the thing. Like if you get the $7 course, you're going to have or just, my free ebook as well. You're going to get step-by-step training. You're going to be able to find products to promote. You're going to be able to set up the processes to promote it. And you're going to be able to start driving people to those websites to get people to purchase products, right? And in the beginning, what I would recommend is either don't do anything at all until you've made your first sale, because your first focus should be, let me make that first sale or start making an income. Right? There is no point in setting up a company structure like an LLC if you haven't made an income yet, right? The other thing you could do is, in the US, you can set up yourself up as a sole proprietor, right? In Australia, it's called a sole trader. Super simple to do. You can get like this number thing. I'm not going to go into that. But you just Google how to set up a sole proprietor business, or how to set up a sole trader business. I think in UK might be sole proprietorship as well. But it's nothing complex. Like in the beginning, just focus on making an income. And when you get to the point where here's the thing, when you've made your first 10,000 online, online, then it might make sense to start looking at company structures and all that. Maybe it's going to be an LLC. Maybe it's going to be an S Corp or something else. Maybe it's going to be a trust or something. But at that point, you focus on making an income. You've got some skills. You've made your first $10,000. Now you have some money where you can pay an accountant to figure out what's the best way to structure your business and figure out taxes and all that. And then that's the other question people ask about tax, right? You have to pay tax on any income that you make, online or offline. So you don't have to have a company structure in the beginning. Like any income you make, it's like having a garage sale, right? If you're going to sell stuff at a garage sale, I don't know what the legal things about that, but any income you make through selling stuff, you just declare it in your personal tax return, right? Until you've made that $10,000, then you can look at a different company structure on that. But don't get too lost with company structures in the beginning, especially because you haven't made an income, right? So let's go on to the next question. And I know that was from J-Lo again. You've been asking lots of questions. So let's go on to the next one. And it's another one from J-Lo. So I think this is the last one. So he's asking, why do people make videos to say, I can show you how to do digital marketing? Why do I need to show? Let me see that question because it's longer. So the question is from J-Lo, why do people make videos to say, I can show you how to do digital marketing? Why do I need to show people? Is it a pyramid where you make money if you sign people on? Great question. Great question. So the question is basically, why do some people kind of like myself and other people that, promote side hustles and teach people how to make an income online? Why do people say, I can show you how to do digital marketing? Okay, so let me answer this for you. So when you do digital marketing is just promoting other people's products online in exchange for commissions. So when a product is made through your own efforts, you make a percentage of that sale. And when you do digital marketing for anyone, myself, yourself, you're going to get started. Initially, it's important to find a product you're going to promote in a niche or an industry or a space that is very profitable. All right. And there are three most profitable niches. There's health and wellness, because there's always going to be people that want to lose weight, increase their energy, get fit. All right. There's always going to be an income to be made there by providing products and services. So that's health and wellness. There is the wealth niche. So it could be, teaching people how to build a business online. Digital marketing could be investing, which, by the way, I don't ever promote any investment products. Just keep that in mind, because some people, sometimes it's fake accounts. But some people, wealth niche. Even people that are in the success, personal development niche. Some of you guys might know some names here. Some of you might not. But for example, Tony Robbins, right, who teaches about personal development and success. He also teaches about how to make money online. He has wealth courses. Bob Proctor, who passed away recently, I love following him. And he always promoted different ways of making a business, of making an income online. And he still promoted like mindset stuff, success stuff, even relationship courses and stuff like that, right? But the wealth niche is powerful. And then third is, so there's health and wellness, the wealth niche, and relationships. Relationships is another highly profitable niche, because there's always going to be people that either want to learn how to improve their marriage, learn how to date, how to get dates, how to improve their, their parenting, that sort of thing, right? So you want to find a niche and promote products that's going to help people to get X, Y, Z result. So then the question that J-Lo said is, why do, some people say in their videos, I can show you how to do digital marketing? That is because those people, like myself, specifically chose the wealth niche, and even more specific, the helping people to make an income online in using digital marketing, right? So for me, when I got started I got started in online business 12 years ago, but digital marketing, I really started that, promoting other people's products in 2018. And I purchased a $7 course that taught me digital marketing. That's what got me started with that. And it was just incredible, right? The education, and that's why I do what I do today, because I purchased a $7 course. So then what I like now is I promote that $7 course because they have an affiliate program, which is optional to the education, right? And I promote their products, right? Because it's helped me. It's helped so many people that I've recommended it to that are making thousands of dollars online as well. And I enjoy that. I really love doing what I do. And that's why many people do it, right? It's not so what did you call it? You said, is it a pyramid where you make money if people sign up? So a pyramid, kind of like a pyramid scheme type of thing. And I can see the sun's coming through another window and everything is changing in the background, all the colors and stuff. But a pyramid scheme is where people are promoting another, they're just, how do I explain it? If I said to you guys, and this is good to know because this is illegal, guys, right? And I don't do illegal things. I don't recommend illegal things. But if I said to you, hey, here's a great way that you can make 5K per month. And you're like, oh, tell me. And I'm like, okay, give me $1,000 and I'll tell you how to make 5K per month. And let's say you give me $1,000 and then, okay, go to more people and just tell them the same thing. I know I can tell you how to make 5K a month. And then get them to pay you $1,000 and you just tell them to go do the same thing. So there's an exchange of money, but there's no product, there's no service, there's nothing that's helping people. That is a pyramid, right? And there's many companies that work in that way as well, right? They might not have any products and stuff like that, and they're illegal and those companies get shut down. But what I do and what a lot of people do is they're promoting education that they've been through that has helped them, and now they decide to promote it. If I found another program or something that I like better, I would just go promote that. But I haven't found anything else for the last 5 years. Now, in saying that, I do promote other products personally as well. I promote other education. I've got my own courses. I promote tools that people can use to do digital marketing as well. So I hope that answers your question, JLo. These people, they're just promoting education that they've fallen in love with and have decided to promote it as well. Okay, and that's what most companies do. It's like if you buy products from Amazon and you're like, well, I like Amazon. Well, let me go sign up for the affiliate program and promote their products as well. Right, so I hope that question and that answers your question there, JLo. So many questions. Let's go into someone else because I've answered a lot of JLo's here. So this one, excellent. So Fanta says, do you think a layman can do this? So can a layman do digital marketing? Oh, heck yes, absolutely. So digital marketing is what I recommend for total beginners that have never had experience. Again, all it is promoting other people's products online or other companies' products online. And when a sale is made through your own efforts, you make a percentage of that sale. So the reason a layman can do that is, well, one, you don't have to create your own product. So that takes a long time. You need to get the knowledge. It can take months or years to do that. You don't have to do the customer service. You don't have to set up fancy things like backend and systems. Like, it takes a lot of effort. Trust me. I've got my own courses and it takes a lot of time and effort and experience to create your own courses and sell those. But when you're promoting other people's products online, it's very simple because they have the product, they deliver the products, they do the customer service, they do the support, right? They might do the coaching if you're promoting kind of education, that sort of thing. And then all you're doing is one thing, marketing, the digital marketing. And the marketing is very simple, right? It's not complex, like analytical stuff. You're just doing some very simple marketing. You can do it in 2 hours, 1 hour a day. You can do it in the nooks and crannies of your day. You can do 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And, like literally just build it within, the spare time that you have in your business. So it's absolutely the simplest, layman type of the business that a layman can do. Again, Fanta or anyone that wants to, if you want to learn more about it, I break it all down in my free ebook, alexfordbook.com. I break down how simple it actually is as well. Because a lot of people think that digital marketing is complex. Heck no, it's not, right? I've been doing this 12 years, the online business stuff, and I've got to a point where I do things more complex, right? So I have my own podcast. I do these lives, which you don't even have to do these lives either to make digital marketing work. I've got my own studio here as well, which, I love. I use it for my podcast, this live, but you know what? I've been doing this a long time and I enjoy this. Like, I know people that don't have anything like this and they're making $10,000, $20,000 a month or more, literally just using their phone and maybe a laptop, right? But generally, like 90% of my business I do on my phone. Dan Happy Boy's there saying, what's going on? Hey there, Dan Happy Boy. Good to see you on here. Let's go on to the next question. Man, we still have so many questions. So let's go on to the next one. So Harsh Happy Truth is, what time do you come live? So that's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, which is equivalent to Sydney time, Thursdays at 10 a.m. Let's go on to the next question. Would you say, so Thomas Mopeng says, would you say it would be more difficult to do digital marketing in 2023? This is an excellent question. And the answer to that is absolutely not. In fact, in 2023, digital marketing has become the simplest. Now, I do not like to use the word easy because when someone says easy, people get the wrong idea. They think they're going to push a button and make a mill, right? And it doesn't work like that. You don't just sign up for an affiliate program and start posting links all over the internet. You got to learn some skills. There's some things to learn. Can you start making an income quickly? I see people do it within a few weeks all the time, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, right? 6 weeks. In fact, when people ask me how long, can it take you to make an income? I've seen a lot of people do it in 3 months to make a full-time income, but you want to have realistic expectations. I always say 6 to 9 months is a good time frame, right? If it happens before that, excellent, but give it your all. Learn new skills, take action, be consistent 6 to 9 months. If it happens in 3 months, amazing. But heck, even if it takes you 12 months, if you don't get started with digital marketing because you think it's going to take 12 months, well, where are you going to be in 12 months anyway, right? Still working your sucky job. You may as well use that to learn new skills that that are going to help you to be able to make an income online. So Coach says, what is it that you do for a living? Digital marketing, which is also what I train people on and help people with, which is just promoting other companies' products online in exchange for commissions. So if you want to learn more about it, check out my free book, alexfordbook.com. I've been mentioning what it is over and over again today, but the link is in my bio or profile if you want to check that out. But again, the question is, is digital marketing more difficult in 2023? Absolutely not, because there are so many tools. And I got to get some questions ready here that came through someone else on Facebook, so I can answer those as well. But in 2023, there is ways that are much easier to build a digital marketing business. There are free tools to build a digital marketing business today. So you don't, I spend 120 US a month for my tools to build my business. Now there's free tools that basically do that. Okay, and they're very simple to set up. There is AI software. Hey, Shreya, good to see you on here. There is, AI. So AI can help you to create, content ideas, marketing ideas, and you don't even have to come up with those ideas yourself, right? It's just done through AI, but you still want to learn some skills, right? Access to education is incredible now, right? Again, you can get access to free educations, kind of starting with my free ebook, alexfordbook.com. I recommend a course that's $7 that walks you step by step to learn the fundamentals of digital marketing and make it happen. There is also platforms like, in terms of marketing, there is platforms like, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels. That is the biggest game changer in terms of marketing. Because when I got started, going back almost 12 years ago, the marketing that was done was Facebook ads, which is very expensive, costs a lot of money, especially when you're new. You spend a lot of money to learn it. It's very technical. You almost have to have like a scientific mind to do Facebook ads or Google ads. You got to look at numbers, analytics, and all this. It's not for everyone. Back then, there was also blogging, which blogging is technical as well. You got to do research to see what people are content people are looking for. You're gonna have to write the blog post. You have to write every single day for 9 to 12 months, every single day, and you got to do all these technical stuff to make it work. Like that, it was complex to do, online marketing going back 12 years ago. But today, it's super simple. Like 1 hour a day, you're just creating these short, literally 5-second videos that you don't even have to show your face. You don't even have to talk on those videos, and you just get them out, and you can get thousands of views and thousands of people going to those products to purchase products. So digital marketing in 2023 is the easiest it's ever been. And I say easy because, in quotation marks, because it still requires work and effort and learning new things. I often get, trolls and haters, saying, oh, everyone makes it seem so easy. But no, I don't. I say it requires work, it requires learning new skills, and it requires work ethic, and it requires consistency and patience, right? It might take you 6 months, 9 months to make an income. Heck, it might take you 3 months. I don't know, right? But if you're consistent and you learn new things, it's going to be simple, but it's the easiest it's ever been, but it still requires work. So I hope that answers that question there for you. Tom, I'm not sure what your name exactly is there, but let's go on to this next question. All right, so this question is coming on Facebook, okay? And Randy asked me, so he said, I really want to do affiliate marketing, but I failed at many attempts in MLM. So my wife pretty much forbids me to do any type of marketing. I know I can succeed at this, but I don't know how to prove it to my wife if I can't do it. If I can't do it to show her. Excellent question. Now, I would love to know Who else resonates with that? Who else has wanted to maybe start their own side hustle? Could be digital marketing, could be something else, could be online, could be offline. Who has ever wanted to start their own digital marketing business, but maybe your spouse wasn't supporting you? Maybe your spouse didn't want you to do it. Maybe there was uncertainties because maybe you felt your spouse wasn't going to approve. Who can relate to that? Let me know in the comments. And Anthony, great, awesome, you're on TikTok here. So he says, I can relate. Yes. And you know what? When I got started in digital marketing, I wasn't married. So in online business, I wasn't married, so I didn't have any of that. But later on, when I was married, there were certain things I wanted to do. And, I had to have certain conversations with my wife to be able to get her on board. All right. And let me answer this question for you guys. If you ever have a spouse and maybe you failed in the past with some degree of online businesses. I know Randy did MLM in the past, which is all the selling to friends and family. And, MLM doesn't really teach you skills for marketing as much. It'll give you kind of this gimmicky marketing things and tactics, but you don't really learn good quality digital marketing skills. And because of that, often a lot of people in that type of industry, network marketing, many people fail doing that. And then I've known a lot of people that have gone from network marketing company to network marketing company to other one and other one, and they don't succeed because they're not really getting the right education, the coaching and the support or anything like that. I know Leonie's saying my family doesn't really support me. Okay, so let me share with you what I learned once that was really powerful if you want your spouse's support. And this goes whether it's your wife, husband, your family, right? Could be a conversation with your family. In your case, Leonie, right? So number one, there's two types of people. The person that wants to start a digital marketing business and has never had an online business or any sort of business before. And then there's the person that has tried other things in the past and they failed multiple times, maybe gone from business to business, idea to idea. You haven't succeeded and your family has, or your spouse has seen you fail, and now they don't want you to do that anymore, right? And they've put their foot down. They're like, I don't want you to do anything else, all right? This is what I would recommend. I would recommend having a conversation with them, okay? Because of this. When a spouse doesn't want you to start your online business, or they've seen you fail multiple times and they don't want you to do it anymore, it's going to close this other question here, right? And they don't want you to do it anymore. A lot of the time, I'd say probably most of the time, maybe not all the time, but most of the time, they don't want you to start an online business or they don't want you to do another online business because they love you. Right. Let me unpack this. A lot of the time, a spouse or someone doesn't want you to do an online business because they love you. And because they love you, they don't want to see you fail. All right? They don't want to see you fail because us as human beings, it's like if you're going to see your spouse start an online business and you think in your mind that they're going to fail, then you're going to be like, oh no, I love them. I don't want them to fail. So you're going to express your opinion, or you might be like, I don't want you to do this, right? And they're not going to say it. They're just going, I don't want you to do it because you failed in the past. But the reality is they love you, but because they love you, they don't want you to fail, right? That's generally why, family or a spouse doesn't want you to start your own online business. So knowing that, you can have a conversation with your spouse, right? And again, this goes to any online business, anything offline, anything you want to do, right? I'm not selling anything here. I'm just giving you, strategies and ideas to help you with being able to set yourself free to be able to start your own business. So the conversation would go something along these lines, right? So you would, sit your spouse down, right? And what you don't want to do is you don't want to go, you never support me. You never allow me to do what I want to do, right? If you get defensive like that, your spouse is not going to want to hear you out, okay? That's not the right way to do it. And you never go, you, because and this is just a general concept, even in relationships, right? Like in marriage, this is something that I had to learn. If I'm like, you did this and you did that, and I'm upset because you, right? As soon as you go, you, that other person feels like you're blaming them, and that's not going to solve anything. Okay. So never go, when you're having conversations and you're upset about something, just remove the word you, right? But when you go into a conversation, you speak, you take your spouse and say, hey, honey, I really need, I want to speak to you about something. It's really important to me. If you could give me 5 minutes, and if please hear me out. Okay. Please don't say anything. This is so important to me. I just want you to hear me out. Okay. You got to pre-frame that, like that you want them to hear you out without, interrupting. Okay. And then you go, I know that I've, started a lot of online businesses in the past. Okay. And I know that I failed, or maybe there's an online business I want to start. Right. And I know I failed a lot. Right. And I know, that, it sucked, and it probably really hurt you seeing me fail a lot in that. But I have found something new. It's digital marketing, it's affiliate marketing. It's number one, it's total. Please hear me out. Okay. Please. And you can just say that again. Okay. I just want to express this. It's digital marketing, affiliate marketing. It's totally different to what I've done in the past. And I really, really want to be able to attempt it again. But please hear me out. Okay. I really want to be able to attempt it and do this. All right. And I don't know how it's going to go. Okay. It's different, right? I'm going to learn new skills. I'm going to be learning new things here, right? It might be a course that you purchase. It might be a business that you start. But this is what I want to say. I know you don't want me to do something, and I know maybe you don't want me to fail, right? And I understand that, but I really want to have the space, honey, to be able to do this. Okay. And you know what? If I do this and I fail, great, right? I'm okay with that. And I would love for you to give me the space to do this, and for you to be okay with me that if I fail, I'm going to fail. Okay. But if I succeed, then amazing. Then I'm going to succeed. All right. But just wanted to put this out there with you, and give it a time frame. And I want to give it my all for the next 3 months. All right. I'm going to be learning new things. I'm going to be learning new skills. I'm going to be, on my laptop, on my computer, just, figuring this stuff out. But, please give me this, I would really appreciate and really love it if you could support me in this, and that you give me the space to fail. Okay. And, I really love you or whatever. And then, as I work on this, if there's any way that I can support you, right, to your spouse, if there's any way that I can support you while I do this, let me know as well. And I'll be there to support you. Do you guys see how that works? Right. It's really, having that conversation and allowing them to know that, heck, you're okay with failing, right? But you might succeed and you might fail, and that you want their support, even if you're going to fail, right? Is so powerful. And the thing is, as you launch your business and you go into your business, sometimes there might be conflict. There might be resistance between you and your spouse, right? And they might be like, oh, you've been doing this for 2 weeks. How's it going? Have you got any results yet? Are you making any money yet? And you just reinforce what you said in the beginning. Hey, honey, I'm still in the learning phase. Like, I've learned so much. But you remember, like, if I could continue getting your support, that would be appreciated. And remember, like I said, like if in the end, if I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail, right? But hopefully, if I succeed, then I'm going to succeed. And you just reinforce that. And that's how you get your spouse's support, right? And if there's, is there any way I could support you while I do this, honey, right? Because a lot of the time people want to be like, you got to support me, you got to support me, you got to support me. But what are we doing to support our spouses, right? While we're learning new things. So I hope that kind of answers your question, guys. And I know Leonie says, in my case, it's because I've been successful in brick and mortar business in the past. So there you go. So that's actually the opposite. So you've had success, and then it's like, okay, well, you're going to go do something new that's different to your successful brick and mortar business. So I guess that's a different one, Leonie. And, with that one, then I think you've got a good case there, because if you've had success previously with a business, well, people that have success previously in a business, they're going to find it even easier to have success online, because, part of that initial change is going from an employee, right, where people are telling you what to do, to becoming your own business owner, where you're self-motivated, you're giving yourself your tasks and being committed to doing it. So when you've had success in any sort of business online, that conversation comes, well, hey, share with them, the why you're tired of what you're doing and why you want to do something online. And hey, look, I've had success in my business before, and because I've had success, I know I can be successful at anything else. So I hope that helps there, Leonie. But again, it always comes down to like really having that conversation and being open and loving with whoever you're speaking to about that business to get their support. So Yasmin says, do you necessarily have to make videos to make the promotions? That's a great question. So you don't have to make videos to do marketing with digital marketing. Videos are powerful now because it continues to grow. But here's the thing, like Facebook, a lot of it is about text, right? There's still video now, but there's text. So there's text. Even with videos like TikTok, Instagram Reels, I've created videos on Canva that are just like landscapes in the background with like text on it, and I've posted that, and those go viral. So there's ways you can do videos without showing your face and without speaking on camera, kind of like the way I do. I enjoy it. That's what I do now. But there's ways where you don't have to be on camera, and you can still create videos and content without you being on camera. The other way that can be done as well is, you can record, like I do this, like you can look on my account, just scroll through my short videos, Instagram Reels. Where sometimes I'll just record whatever's going on in my everyday life. Like I'll record my kids, my wife will record me doing something, or I'll record myself doing something. I'm not speaking in those videos, but then I'm just putting text on the screen, on the video. They're 5-second videos, and you can do those in 10 minutes. Literally, once you learn the platform, you just record yourself doing something, put some text, and put it out online as well. And there's no speaking in it. And those videos can also get a lot of views, like thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. So I do recommend video. I personally, like, if you can put yourself out there, like whether it's speaking or yourself on camera, it is powerful because ultimately people trust people, right? And like they want to do business with people. They don't want to do business with, logos, like company logos and all that. So although people still do, right? But when it's you, there's more of a connection with people, and then people are going to get to the point where they can purchase something a lot quicker from you because that trust is established. But in saying that, you don't have to do it because there's so many companies out there that don't have a face, Apple, Google, right? Even Amazon, there's no face to it. And people still do purchase from those companies. So there's still ways to do that, right? So you don't have to show your face on camera if you don't want to. Another question here from Randy is, you're welcome there, Yasmin. So another question here from Randy is, do you have any affiliate programs or offers that pay instantly within 24 hours? So personally, I don't know of any programs that do that. And I wouldn't promote products that pay within 24 hours. Like you'll make the commissions, but generally those commissions, depending on what company, they might pay it to you 2 weeks later or 4 weeks later. It really depends on the company. The big companies might pay you every once a week or every 2 weeks. But I wouldn't recommend within 24 hours because when there's products that I promote personally, I would recommend, and I do this as well, products that have a guarantee that if someone doesn't like the product within, let's say 30 days or 14 days, they'll get their money back, right? That's what I promote because I want there to be no risk. So if people don't like what I promote, they can just get their money back. That's totally cool. So then what happens is if companies are paying you out the money within 24 hours, then if that company does a refund, maybe they don't offer refunds, and that's not going to reflect good on the customers if they don't like the products. But if they do offer, money to back guarantees, then what happens is if you get paid within 24 hours and someone requests a refund a week later, then they're going to claw back those commissions, right? So meaning they're going to hold back commissions from later. It just causes too many issues, guys. So I like anything that pays you 2 weeks, a month, whatever, I'd recommend that. And end of the day, you just keep doing more marketing, and as you get more customers, that income just continues to grow. And one day you don't even have to worry about when you're going to get paid because you just got income coming in consistently. Anthony Burgos says, yes, there are companies that pay 100% commissions, instantly up to $2,000 commissions. That's interesting, Anthony. That's something else. Like some companies do pay 100% commissions, but I would be wary of that too, because if companies are paying out 100% of the total sale in commissions, that's not a good business model, because eventually that company is not going to make their own profit to sustain that business. And that, people are going to lose out on money. There's going to be unhappy customers. So, for me, I look for products, even 50% commissions is great, 40% commissions. But when you're going up to the 100% commissions, like, you got to be careful with those companies as well. So glad you brought that up. Let's continue with questions. There's still lots of questions to get through. How long we've been here? Almost 2 hours. Happy to go a little bit longer than 2 hours today. We have to. So let me have a look. So Fanta says, what platform do you use for affiliate marketing? There's lots of platforms you can use. So first, in the beginning, I would recommend starting with one or two. Don't start with too many social platforms, because if you start with multiple, like, that creates overwhelm and that stops people from growing their business. But if you choose one or two, it's much simpler to figure out those two platforms. And then, once you're making an income with those platforms, you can start moving to others. But in terms of what platforms to use, in the beginning, I would recommend either TikTok or Instagram for someone new, or both, right? Because it's similar. With TikTok, you can, get the videos from there and share them to other platforms like Instagram. But TikTok and Instagram are great platforms. Then other good platforms are Facebook. Believe it or not, Facebook is one of the hottest platforms for marketing, digital marketing. Again, because they've got Facebook groups, they've got Reels, Facebook Reels as well, which are very powerful. So Facebook, you've got YouTube as well. You can do YouTube Shorts with all the short form 5 to 40-second videos where you can show your face. You don't have to show your face. So that is what I would recommend in terms of platforms. I do not recommend at all blogging. Okay, blogging is too complex for beginners. It's too technical. I do not recommend paid advertising for beginners. It's too costs too much for beginners, and it's too analytical and complex. But again, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube are probably the 4 platforms. And even with YouTube, I wouldn't recommend the long type of videos on YouTube, but more the short form types of videos. That would be the best for starting. Let's go on to the next question. And we're actually getting through all of these. Yeah. So Hologram says, what's the smartest? I don't actually understand what that question means. What's the smartest? I'm going to skip that one because I don't know if you're still on here, Hologram, but if you can give me more context around that question, that would be great. Let's go on to the next question here. Okay, so this is a good one. How do you build a base audience before starting to monetize? So sometimes I get people that are like, oh, you need to, like, they get very skeptical and they troll a lot. And they're like, oh, you need to have a huge audience. You have to have thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers to even start making an income, right? Let me answer that first. So no, you do not need to have a huge audience to start to make an income. Like a lot of people, they see like the audiences I have like on Instagram and they go, oh, you got hundreds of thousands of followers. That's why you can make money. But here's the thing. I started when I had 0 followers. Everyone starts with 0 followers. And in today's world, the other question I answered, 2023, is actually the simplest time to start digital marketing because, for example, TikTok, Instagram Reels, I got to plug a charger. Just 1 second. There we go. Just charging my phone here because the thing's ending. Oh, there we go. Is it charging? Yeah, it's charging. Cool. So it is the simplest time to start a digital marketing business because you can create simple 5-second videos and you can post them. And like I showed you my daughter's account, which you can go check out. Her username's Ivanka Ford. You can post some videos and literally within 2 weeks, you can get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. And my daughter has been posting she's 9 years old. She's been posting for a month now. And she's already got, I think it's like she's reached 320,000 people in the last month from someone that's totally new, right? And she's getting followers as well. My Instagram account last year, when I started posting with, the strategy I've been sharing here throughout this, training today, it went from about 3,000 followers to 300,000 followers so about that in 4 months, something like that. Right. So it's very quick to build a following. And then the question on how to build a base audience before starting to monetize. Again, I mentioned it in this training is you want to start duplicating other people's already viral and trending content. And over time, you're going to learn what goes viral, why it goes viral, and then you're going to start be able to be more original with your content. and you'll be able to start driving traffic to those products. And this can all happen within 2 weeks, 4 weeks. You could be building that audience and monetizing that audience and making an income through promoting whatever products with digital marketing. All right, so I hope that answers your question there. I had another one come in from Pavan. What is digital marketing in your opinion? So digital marketing, right, and more specifically, it's that digital/affiliate marketing. It's promoting other companies' products online. And then when a sale is made through your own efforts, you make a percentage of that sale. So you get paid commissions for the sales that are made through your own marketing efforts. So it is much simpler to do because you don't have to create your own products. You don't have to do the customer service, nothing technical like that. You're just doing some super simple promotional strategies online. Anyone can do it, even beginners, even anyone that doesn't have any experience. Do it in about 1 to 2 hours per day, or in your spare time, like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Right? I've been talking about this entire training, but if you want to learn more about it, you go to check out my free ebook at alexfordbook.com, or the link is on any of my profiles in the bio. That'll break down what digital marketing is, how it works, what are the most profitable products to promote as well. So let's go on to the next question. Let's have a look here. So Fanta says, how much do you need to start digital marketing? I guess that's in terms of income. Well, you could start with free. You don't have to spend any money to do digital marketing. You could, sign up for a company's affiliate program. There's Amazon, Nike, Sephora. So many companies have affiliate programs. But then, of course, it's like, then just getting an affiliate program doesn't mean you're going to be able to make it work, right? Because that's just like, you could, buy lots of cups, but then how do you sell them, right? Like, that's kind of the concept. So then there's education. Like, how do you learn how to do that? How do you market, right? One, you can get my free ebook, alexfordbook.com. That's a good starting point. There's a couple of free trainings that come with that. There's a $7 course I recommend as well, which you'll learn about as you go through, it's in my ebook as well. That goes deeper into step-by-step how to promote, companies' products. So it could be as little as $7. That company as well has other products. I'm all about transparencies too. So they have additional products starting at $2,500 that goes even deeper. It's more like getting a master's degree in digital marketing, right? So it could be as little as free, could be as little as $7, could be a couple $1,000s. Then in terms of tools, you've got tools. I pay $120 a month US for tools. There's tools that are free that do the same thing, right? So that's kind of the range from as little as free to $7 to could be $100, could be $2,000. It really depends. There's lots of different options for everything, for education, for tools, that sort of thing. So I hope that answers your question, Fanta. Let me have a look at what other questions we got here. Juan Pablo says, have I seen you in Spain, by the way? Interesting question. So I was actually in Barcelona 2015, so a long time ago now. So I have been in Spain, but just Barcelona. We actually went on a Mediterranean cruise. So we went on two. So I think this one was Barcelona. I think we might have been to Greece, or was that the first time? So Barcelona, we did go to Greece, lots of different, but I can't even remember all the places we went to. Let me have a look at what other questions are here. So, okay, so the question is, Juan Pablo says, what do you recommend to push website traffic? Free, and how does it compare to funnels leads? Okay, I don't fully get that question, but again, it's like there's 3 steps to making digital marketing work. One, you want to choose a product that you can promote that's going to pay, good commissions. Right? If you get paid $1,000 commissions, that's good, right? And it's got to be a quality product. You want to set up a simple 2-page website, which again, I'm going briefly through this. If you want to learn more about that, it's in my free ebook. The link is on my profile. I explain it more in depth. But you want to have a 2-page website, super simple to do. You just import the template, you change the text. There's no coding, but that is used to promote the products that you do. And then you want to drive traffic, which is just getting people from, online social platforms to the products so they can purchase those products. So in terms of driving people, I would use platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. There's lots of different platforms that you can use to do that. There's some of the main ones I would recommend. Again, I covered that question a lot in this training, so feel free to watch the replay. Whoop, I just made my chair go down. All right, let's go on to the next question here. Okay, so this is a good question. Is there one main affiliate program which you promote? This is actually a good question. So no one's really asked me like, what do you promote as an affiliate? Hey, Mr. Heath, awesome to see that you've jumped here on YouTube. By the way, if you guys are getting value, hit follow as well on the account because I do these live trainings every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I answer questions. I give free coaching, whether you are in digital marketing or you want to start digital marketing. So the next question from M is there only one main affiliate program which you promote? You know what? I'm going to draw something out because I think this would be a good idea, example for you guys as to how I promote products and how, you know, you could promote products as well. So let me just figure this out. All right. Let me share this. There we go. There you go. Let me know if on Facebook, YouTube, you can actually see this, the drawing thing there. So I've got my iPad. So this is how I promote products. So personally for me, okay, I have the ebook, the free ebook. I'm going to draw it out and then I'll show you guys here on Instagram and TikTok. So I've got a free ebook, okay? And again, as I mentioned before earlier in this training, right, this is generally the way digital marketing works, right? I've got a free ebook. That's the first step, right? And the free ebook has, you know, a lot of, like, I've had so many people tell me how amazing the ebook is in terms of the education, like understanding digital marketing, how it works. And I've also had trolls that are like, oh, this doesn't say anything, right? But there is, like, if you really learn what's in there and with the trainings, like the couple of free trainings that come with it, you learn lots about digital marketing too as well, right? So got the free ebook. And you don't have to have an ebook when you're new. There's lots of simple ways to be able to promote products. Again, I explain it in the ebook, so check that out. But you know, I've got the ebook. And then when someone gets the ebook, there's a couple of free trainings that come with that. But then there's this concept called a value ladder. Okay, and a value ladder is, so if you think of a ladder, right? Let me just draw it out here. So this is a value ladder. And again, this is all explained in my ebook as well, more in detail. And it goes even deeper into that $7 course, which I recommend. That's where I learned this concept. So you've got a value ladder. And the value ladder is when you're selling products, right? You want to offer, you know, a cheap product here at the bottom. And then there's more products offered over time that add value to people. So there's going to be another product here that costs more, then another product. And that's kind of the value ladder concept. You have many products that ultimately people can purchase that adds more value to them and that they might want, okay? Nothing bad about this. This is the way business works. Apple, as an example, right? They have this. Like, our home is decked out with Apple stuff. I have 2 Apple phones. I've got a Mac Mini. I've got a MacBook Pro. I've got a Apple TV. We've got 2 Apple TVs. I've got one of the speaker things, HomePod. Like, oh, my kids have iPads. It's crazy, all right? So we have gone through this process. The way Apple works is they have generally their cheapest entry point is an iPhone, right? Because you got different variety of iPhones as well, but you've got some that are cheaper, like the SEs and that. But they're going to have an iPhone. And then once someone buys an iPhone, a lot of companies have this as well, Samsung and all that, but I'm using Apple as an example. But then, you know, once someone gets an iPhone, they really like it. And, oh, wow, look, I really like the iPhone. Then I'm going to get an iPad, right? And then after they get the iPad, they're going to be like, wow, okay, I like the iPad. I'm going to get an iMac, right? Which costs more, like a desktop computer. And then they might want a MacBook Pro, and then they might want a Apple TV, right? And then they might want, you know, like MacBook Pros would be probably the most priciest products, right? So then what happens is people purchase one product, and then in the end, they might end up purchasing multiple products from that one company, right? And there might even be subscription products here, right? So they might have, you know, Apple Music, which we also have, Apple TV as well, which, you know, that's a subscription that they have. So Apple has multiple products that people can purchase. And this, like, if you want to have a really highly profitable online business, you want to make sure that there's multiple products that you're offering to people, because that's going to maximize the income that you have in the same way that Apple does. I break it more down in my ebook. You can check that out, alexfordbook.com. But let me just back up here and explain kind of the product. So the question from M was, is there only one main affiliate program that you promote, like just one product? But it's not. Okay. So for me, the way it works is I've got an ebook. Okay. And when someone gets the ebook, many people don't purchase anything from me. They just don't. And that's totally cool, right? I'm not here to force buying anything from me. But for those that want to take it further, there is a $7 course that people can purchase, right? And the $7 course, it teaches people the fundamentals of digital marketing, everything step by step. These concepts, they go deeper. You get like all the step by step, templates and resources. So, it's a $7 course. And, you can check that out when you get my free book as well, alexfordbook.com. But then when someone purchases that $7 course, some people, they don't purchase anything else extra. And that's totally cool, right? But then for those that want to purchase, more education than that sort of thing, then there is another product. Let me just draw it out here. And they start, additional products that start from $2,500, right? That are more in-depth digital marketing education, right? It's kind of like getting a master's degree in digital marketing. Like not everyone purchased that. That's totally fine, right? Some people do. I purchased it myself because it made sense for me, but it might not make sense for other people, right? But that's kind of the value ladder in my business, right? So it happens one step at a time. Now, what other products do I promote in my digital marketing business, right? And I'm sharing this because this is applicable to any sort of industry, any sort of space that you want to promote products online, all right? So for me, then what happens is when people request my ebook, their information goes to what's called an email subscriber list, like a database of emails, right? It's a subscribe. I send out more content, more free trainings. I send out these lives, the replays on there as well. I send out my podcast episodes on there, but I also send out offers, like things that people can purchase that can help them with growing their business, like other products that you can promote, just like in the value ladder example. So what is it for me, right? So for me, what they might be able to purchase is like tools, right? Things that are going to help. Because if someone's going to start a digital marketing business and learn it through their education, the other thing they might need is tools. There's paid tools, there's free tools. So I would send a platform that helps people build websites very simply, like they don't have to do any coding, right? And that one starts at $97 a month. There's free ones as well, by the way. But that might start at $97 a month, right? That's to be able to create that simple website. There's lots of website platforms online, but I just promote the one I recommend, the one I use. There's two, the paid one and the free one. Then after that, there's another tool that I recommend, which is the email marketing software. That's the one I use as well. And that starts free. Okay, so it's free. And then there's also, I think there's an introductory plan after that. So it's free forever. But when you get to a certain level of building your business, it might cost $20 a month. I think that's what it is. $20 a month. Yep. Right? $20 a month. So if you notice, like I do promote multiple products, but initially, generally, there's only one thing I'm promoting. I'm promoting, of course, there's the free ebook, which people get free value, but then there's the $7 course. And then everything else usually happens after that. Okay. So that's what you want to do when you do digital marketing as well. Like initially, you might just promote one product online, but over time, it's important to have, like additional products that are going to help people to be able to create a certain result. And that, by promoting those products, you're going to make an income. And the cool thing is with those, like with a $7 course, that's a one-time payment, right? With a $2,500 product, that's a one-time payment. But then when you have other subscription products, they'll also pay you commissions over and over again. So for example, with the $7 course, if someone purchases it, I think I make like $2 or something, $3. It's not much. But when someone purchases the $2,500 product, they get tons of value. I've got that course as well, and there's daily coaching and all this, and I love it because of the education. But when someone purchases it, I make $1,000 commissions, which that can happen for you as well. I'm not promoting necessarily that right now. It's any product that you promote, you can be, there's products you got to find to pay these commissions. But then you want to have subscription products so that you can maximize the income that you're making. So for example, this tool, that website tool that's $97 a month, happens every month. So every time someone stays on that per month, I think it's about $40, $50. I think it's about $40 roughly every single month, right? And then the same thing with the email marketing software. Someone will pay $20 a month, and then I make recurring income every single month. So back to the question is there only one affiliate program or product that you promote? So usually up front, there'll be only one that I promote, but then there's other multiple products later down the track. There's the more in-depth education. There's, other tools that people can use to build their business. And again, it's all optional as well. Like, I don't believe in hard selling. Like if you guys never want to purchase anything from me, that's totally fine. Just take all my free stuff. But there's going to be people that are going to want to take this more seriously and have that education, the tools and everything. And of course, you learn through the education how to use the tools to build a solid business, right, over time. And some people will want to go down that route. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense, guys, if it adds value. And you know what? Like, when you have this structure over time, you could have multiple products that you can promote that makes you income over and over again from, your same customers. Let's go on to the next question. So we've got, my other phone battery's dying. I've got to plug that one in. I'm not sure. Last time I had an issue where TikTok crashed. I'm not sure if it was because it was charging. Let's see what happens. If it crashes, I'll be over on Instagram, Alex Ford Live. Let me just, all right, plug that in. Cool. And that looks like it's working. All right. So the next question is, so if I get your digital book, good question. So they're asking, so if I get your digital book, would I be able to learn how to start promoting businesses digitally? God's with Children Center there says, hello, brother. Hey, how are you? Good to see you're on here. So back to the question, Yasmin says, if I get the digital book, will I be able to learn how to start promoting business digitally? So she's referring to my book, Six Figure Formula, at alexfordbook.com. So with that book, that teaches you how digital marketing works. It teaches you a lot of the concepts, right? What sort of products to promote, a lot of what I've been covering in this training and deeper as well in that. Comes with a couple of free trainings as well. And yes, you could take some of that information and start applying that with building your business, all right? Though, of course, you can always go deeper, get more step-by-step training and support. And when you do get that free ebook, you get the option to also purchase a $7 course that teaches you, it's the one I purchased that told me everything about digital marketing, and you can learn how you can get access to that as well. It's optional, of course, but I highly recommend it. Like, if you want to make digital marketing work and know step-by-step how to do it and get support, that is the best course. And I promote it because it changed my life. Right? I do promote other things as well, but in terms of education, that is pretty much the only one I promote. It's probably a couple that I promote actually, but that's where I recommend starting. Best $7 I've ever spent. I would highly recommend that course if you guys want to take digital marketing seriously. So let's go on to the next one. So then we've got someone who says, what is the best way to gain followers on Instagram through ads? So I don't do ads anymore because ads cost a lot of money to make work. I would recommend on Instagram to do Instagram Reels. Maybe I could cover that on another training, but Instagram Reels is the fastest way. Like, you can literally get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. Again, I mentioned my daughter's account, which is, I think I've already closed it here, or have I still got it around? I think I already closed it. So my daughter's account, she's started her Instagram account. She's 9 years old, by the way, 4 weeks ago, and she's already had over 320,000 views in 4 weeks, right? So being able to use Instagram Reels, let me just bring it up again because I know it was Instagram, and that was, yeah. So it's Ivanka Ford. You can go to check it out, and she's got so 2 weeks into her business, she got into her business. It is her business as well, but her Instagram account, she got a video. In the beginning, she got 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 300, 500, 500 views. And then she got 17,000 views. And then she got a video 144,000 views, then 11,000 views. And of course, she's got some smaller ones, 500 views. And then this is her biggest one, which happened probably about 3 to 4 weeks, 152,000 views. So if in terms of building a following, and this goes to any platform, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, I recommend the short form videos over paid advertising. It's free, so it's cheap. It's better to learn, marketing through free stuff. You can show your face. You don't have to show your face. You can create videos on platforms like Canva, so you don't have to show your face, and you can grow a following very quickly that can convert into sales for your business. So I hope that answers your question there. Let's look at other questions. We're getting through all of them, so this is good. Juan Pablo says, what software is used for the website templates? So there's a couple. The one I use is called ClickFunnels. It's $97 a month. It's not for everyone, but that's the one I use because it's industry standard. There's another one called System, which is free, and it basically does the same thing as ClickFunnels, but it's free. I only use a paid one because that's industry standard. Generally, their support and their platform is just smoother. It works better, but the free platform is still good, and that allows you. And by the way, I do talk about those products as well on my free ebook, alexfordbook.com. And with that $7 course, you even get step-by-step training on exactly how to use that. Because a lot of people will get a website. Even when I first used ClickFunnels, I was like, before I learned digital marketing, I was like overwhelmed by it. So how the heck do you use this? But when you get actual training on step-by-step, walks you through how to use it, within literally an hour or two, you learn how to use it and you know how to use it, right? So anyway, let's continue with the next question. So someone says, how do you recommend Etsy primarily as a way to sell? So personally, I don't recommend selling on Etsy because Etsy is more, generally, it can be more physical products on Etsy. So, if you make your own products, that sort of thing, and you sell them on Etsy, there's more work to it involved as well because you got to make the products, so you got to source the products, you got to list them, you got to do the customer service, that sort of thing as well. Though, one of the things that if you wanted to do Etsy, I don't really train much on Etsy. Like I might, do side hustle videos on how to use Etsy here and there, but it's not something I recommend to go in depth for beginners. But if you wanted to do it, one of the ways I will recommend is still digital products, right? So for example, with Etsy, you could go on Fiverr.com and you could get someone to design you, let's say calendar, like day planners, but they're downloadable in PDFs. They could design them for you. You go on Canva and design them yourself for free. And then literally on Etsy, you're selling PDFs that people can download. And because you create it once, you're just selling it over and over and over again on Etsy. Though that is probably something I'd recommend, if you wanted to make an extra $300, $500 a month, that would be a great way of doing it. But if you wanted to make, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 per month online, I would recommend more digital/affiliate marketing, where you're promoting, other companies' products online, but they're also going to be digital products, maybe more like courses, that sort of thing, where you're going to earn $1,000 commissions or more per sale. And because they're digital products, they can, be sold over and over and over again. And there's no shipping delays. There's no any of that hassle that comes with physical products, and you're making a higher income as well. So I hope that answers your question, JLo, about about Etsy. Let's have a look. We're getting through all these questions. Yes, I'm going to be able to go chill soon. So what would you say? Okay, let me put this on. What would you say are the top 3 tools you must have in order to be successful? So that's EPR. So what are the top 3 tools to be successful with EPR and options for those tools? I've kind of covered that, but let me cover that quickly. So I don't say it's just tools. It's one would be education, right? Always education. And, I'm going to preach this until the cows come home, because a lot of the gimmicky businesses and schemy stuff you see online, it's like, oh, push a button and make $1 million. Oh, it's a simple system. You don't have to do anything, right? There's a lot of that. And though you can have leverage with building an online business, meaning you can work less and earn more, there still is always an aspect, whether they say you don't have to or not, like you do or not, like there's always an aspect where you do have to learn new skills. And the more you can learn those skills, get education, mentorship, support, the easier it's going to be for you to be able to succeed. Because just like with any job, just like with any business, just like with any career, if you go and study that at university, college, and you learn it, then you'll know how to do it, and then you're going to have that skill forever. So education, especially in digital marketing, would be number one. Again, for education, you can always start with my free ebook at alexfordbook.com. That's a great starting point for education. Number two would be a simple website builder, and I mean simple, right? So something, because with simple website builders, you can get templates, you can change the words, it's already made. You're just changing the colors. There's no coding, nothing like that. That's what I would recommend. And I do explain it in the book as well in terms of what website that you want to use. It's usually a 2-page website, super simple. There's nothing complex on it. Anyway, it's simple, right? Options for that, I already mentioned, ClickFunnels, which costs $97 a month, System, which is free to use. Then you would want a email marketing software, which allows you to collect those email addresses, because that's ultimately your business, your customer database, right? It's like if you have a traditional business, a bricks and mortar business, you're going to have customers that buy from you over and over and over again. So if you have their contact details, you can send out offers, you can send out promotions, and a brick and mortar's business is actually their customers, not their products, it's their customers. Because without customers, you can't sell products. So you have to build a customer database. So it's the same thing online. And online, it's that email marketing software, which in terms of options, there's Aweber, which starts free. And then there's a $20 per month fee once you get to a certain level. Or System also has that free email marketing option as well. Then any other tools, those are really the only ones I would recommend. So the education, the simple website builder, the email marketing database. Now there is a fourth one I would recommend actually, which is also free. And that is ChatGPT, which if you guys haven't used it, it's an amazing platform. ChatGPT writes things for you, and it actually writes it sounds like a human is writing it. They've got a free option and a paid option, but the free is an amazing option there. So ChatGPT allows you to come up with ideas as to how to do marketing, like what to write in your videos or what to say in your videos. You can write stuff, put it into ChatGPT, and it's going to improve it for you as well. And again, I know so many people that only use the free option, and ChatGPT is a very powerful option. So there's 4 for you there, EPR. I hope that helps. And wow, okay. I think we're almost done. Wow, it's almost 2.5. I think this has been the longest live I've done so far. So I'm going to give you the last, this is the last. See, I'm not even thinking straight now because it's been almost 2.5 hours. But this is the last opportunity for questions. If you have a question about digital marketing, side hustles, making an income online, drop it in the comments and I'll answer it for you. Let me check on Facebook, YouTube here if there's anything to answer. And I think that's pretty much it. Like if there's no other questions, Leonie, props to you because I know you've pretty much been here for the most of this thing. I know she said this is great value, Alex. So yeah, hope you got value from this, everyone on here. But let me know any last questions. Otherwise, we're going to be done. Let me know. And I think we're done then. All right, here's one more question, bro. How do you stay motivated? Good question. Good question. So the question from Prashil is, how do you stay motivated even when you have less views? Oh, you mean in the live session? Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one because yeah, if you notice, when I go live in the beginning, I might have sometimes up to 100 viewers, and then that's going to drop to, sometimes 10, sometimes 6, and then it's going to go back up, and there's this pattern of more views and less views. So Prashil, let me answer that for you. And this is not just applicable to live video. This is applicable to even content, like, when you create TikToks and what do you call it? Like reels and things like that. It's like I shared, sometimes, you can get content that, you get 10,000 views. I got my most highest performing video is 7.8 million views on Instagram, which is really high, right? But then I'll have videos that get, hey, Amy, good to see you're on here. So sometimes you get videos that get 1,000 views, 500 views. And for other people, they're going to be like not motivated because of that. And then I learned this a while ago, which check it out, Amy. I got this idea from you using the iPad. So I love it. So thanks for that. Let's go to a friend that just jumped on TikTok, and I got the idea of using an iPad here with TikToks. But one of the things I learned for that question is how do you stay motivated when you get less views is you got to realize that even if you get 200 views, it's still a lot. It's so much. Amy says, dear friend headed to bed and wanted to say goodnight. Tell Daisha and your kids hello. I will do. And have a good night, Amy. And awesome you jumped on here. Miss you. Miss you, Rodney, as well. It'll happen one day when we catch up again. Because friends are in the States and I'm in Australia, literally half other side of the world. So let me share something with you guys. So if you're ever if you're not feeling motivated because of you feel you're not getting views, maybe you're getting 200 views, even 500 views. A lot of people think that's not much. But what you do is you go to Google, right? Let me share my screen here on Facebook and YouTube. So there we go. And then you go to Google and you type in, what does 500 people look like, right? What does 500 people look like? And then you go to images. And then in images, you go to, look at this, right? I don't know if I can make this bigger. Let me try. Come on, zoom in. There we go. So you go, what does 500 people look like? Check it out. That's what 500 people look like, right? And for all the marketers that are complaining that, my video only got 500 views, man, you need to you need to be shocked back into reality. So you go to Google and type in, what does 500 people look like? And the fact that 500 people saw your reel that you thought was crap, that was bad, right? That's how many people saw your video, right? Even if you got 200 views, right? What does 200 people look like? And this is specifically with reels, right? So then if you go, okay, what does 200 people look like? There we go. Right? There we go. 200 people. So if 200 people saw your reel, that's how many people saw you, right? That's like you speaking on stage to 200 people. Now, if you got 5,000 views, some people are like, oh, I only got 5,000 views. Even 2,000, let's go less. Even 2,000 views, right? What does 2,000 views, 2,000 people look like, right? There you go. That is a whole theater full of people, 2,000 views, right? And then if you went higher, you guys get the point, right? Let's do one more. Let's go 5,000 people. What does 5,000 people look like? And this is huge. Man, which one's a good one? Let's go with this one. It's like a huge, here you go, TEDx conference, right? It's a huge conference with 5,000 people. So if you ever want to sense a reality of how many views you're actually getting, like even 200, 500, 1,000 views, that's still good, guys. Let that motivate you, all right? Now, when it comes to live videos, sometimes I get 100 people, 60 people, 70 people. Sometimes it drops down to 5 people. How do you stay motivated? Well, number one, I'm coming on here to answer questions. All right. So as long as people are asking the questions, and all the questions usually come at the beginning. So that gives me the ability to answer those questions. Right. But even if people drop, and even if people sometimes people ask the questions and then they leave and then they don't hear the answer to the question, I'm still going to answer it, because what happens is even if it drops down to 5 views at a time, the total amount of people that watch my lives is usually up to 2,000 people, right? So people come in, people go. But then what happens is when the replays are posted on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, people will continue to watch the replays. So I'm not speaking just for the people that are live. I'm speaking for the people that are going to watch this during the replay. And even then, so this is good for you guys to know because it helps you stay motivated. And if you know that when I spoke in the beginning about having that email database where you can send out additional trainings of value to people to build relationships, people that ultimately can also become customers, well, I send out the replays to my lives to my email list as well, because then the people that are on my email list are going to get that additional value, and they love it, right? So the lives, when I do, even if they drop views, there's more people that are going to continue to watch the replay. So For me, the motivation is, how many, like viewers is vanity metrics. Even if you got no views, like here's the thing, like this is more for the advanced. Like you don't even have to do live video when you're doing digital marketing. But if you do want to do live video, right, and you're new, here's how you stay motivated, right? Like go live, and if no one jumps on live in the beginning, just have some questions written down, right? The questions you think people would ask. Go live and just answer those questions that you have, right? And one day when your audience grows, if you wanted to do lives, you don't have to. I used just to do it originally with just my phone. That was it, one phone. Now, especially if you're on Facebook, YouTube here, like I've got a studio, which I love. I use it for my podcast. I'm at that level. You don't even need this, right? But just using your phone, you can go live on a platform. And then eventually you'll have a bigger audience, and then people will be throwing questions at you, and then you'll be able to answer them, right? But then the other thing is staying live. It's like, people are going to come and go, and then there's going to be more questions that come and stuff. And, you just, and a lot of the time you're answering the same questions over and over again. So yeah, it's cool. So I hope that answers that question for you. And then someone says, how can I start at 17 with no capital? So that's a good question. So this goes for anyone at any age. So again, if you want to start digital marketing, it all starts with education, like learn digital marketing. Anything I would recommend starts with education and developing skills to learn how to do it and actually following through on that education that you have, right? If you want to start, even if you're 17, I'd recommend my free ebook, alexfordbook.com, alexfordbook.com. That's a great starting point. There's a couple of free trainings that come with that. And there's even a $7 course you can get access to that. That's the one I started learning digital marketing with. Best $7 I've ever spent. And that's going to even go deeper into learning the fundamentals of digital marketing and start taking action and making that happen, right? So I hope that answers your question, and it even works with 17 for 17. That, and if you want, jump on these trainings. It's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I answer lots of questions, and as you implement and stuff, whether you're a customer of mine or not, you can jump on here, ask questions. By the way, I also have a Facebook group that you can join. The Facebook group is alexfordgroup.com. Everything starts with Alex Ford in terms of my URLs. So I've got the book, alexfordbook.com, or you can go to the Facebook group, alexfordgroup.com. I've got a group chat that goes in there, and people ask questions and I answer them, and other people interact, and we all help each other. So that's a great platform if you want to be more connected with me. Otherwise, it's these lives every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get free stuff there. And then there was a question. Moira says, what is the easiest side hustle for beginners? Again, Moira, I've been saying this throughout this whole thing. I do recommend digital marketing because you're just promoting other people's products. And I think, Moira, if I remember correctly, you did at some point the same business that I got started with back in 2011, though I think you might have been even before that, LLI, if that was correct. It's even simpler than that because you're just promoting companies' products online, right? And again, my free ebook is going to show you some of that. But then it's just a matter of finding, well, okay, what sort of industry do I want to get into? The three most profitable industries are health and wellness, the wealth niche. So, teaching people about making money, investing, digital marketing. That's the one I'm in and I love. And then there's also relationships, which is teaching people, how to improve their marriage, how to date, how to, do parenting, that sort of thing. And then you go and look for a product online that you want to promote, and then start doing the digital marketing aspect side of things to drive people to those products. Again, I've covered that a lot in this training. Feel free to watch the replay, guys. Otherwise, check out my free ebook, alexfordbook.com. That'll dive deeper into all these concepts we've spoken about today. So we're done. 2.5 hours. I didn't expect it to go this long today, but the questions are coming. And again, if you guys want more questions answered, join me next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time, and which is equivalent to Sydney time, Thursdays at 10 a.m. Sydney time, right? I'm not sure what time that is anywhere else, but you guys can figure that out. There's, time zone conversions and stuff. But come back. I answer all the questions as much as I can. You're welcome, Leonie. I know you've been here throughout this whole thing, but come back next Wednesday and next week. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out, I don't think I mentioned this last week. Maybe I did it. Maybe I didn't. I've got a podcast as well, right? If you guys want some additional value and just free training and stuff, go check out the podcast. It's at alexfordpodcast.com. I actually released an episode last week. Man, I didn't release the what do you call it, the blog post, but the top one here, right? Brian Brewer, from struggling waiter to 7-figure earner in affiliate marketing, as an incredible interview where I interviewed a friend who's made 7 figures, and he's helped thousands of people as well to be able to grow their businesses online. That's at alexfordpodcast.com. Go check it out. And there'll be another episode that'll be dropping in the next week as well. So thanks, guys, for coming on this live. I'll catch you on the next one next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See yas.